What's up, and welcome to the Arthur Moats Experience. I'm Arthur Moats, and you know what time it is. Oh, man. The pre-show. The pre-show was vibing over here, all right? Just got done bumping me some juvie. Huh? If you was a paper chaser, you got your block on fire, remaining the G until the moment you expire, you know what it is. Oh, to make nothing out of something, you handle your biz and don't be crying with it suffering. Oh my goodness, it got me fired up, man. I got this day go Bengals tape. Can't get enough of watching them bums. Super excited about this weekend's matchup, baby. Absolutely, absolutely, man. You know, what 15 minutes, man, about 7:45 time frame. We will have TaNeisha. Shout out to her from At Really Flawed joining us for Victory Formation, when we will break down everything that we are looking forward to in this matchup. And ultimately, man, some of the things that the black and gold are going to need to do to get the dub, man. So, like I said, man, definitely vibing out, man. But yeah, man, when that it's I be having it just the songs just shuffling on the playlist, right? So prior to that, I'm over here bumping the EPMD. This the joy, my squad stays on point, like, and then from there I get, huh? And then it's right to the camera. I'm like, oh man, y'all about to have me in here tripping. So all good, all good. And shout out to 12 Wonder, man. My dog says, yo, why the Magic jersey? Where's your Thunder jersey at, Moats? So full transparency, y'all know, man, I only really care about Bron. Other than that, I rocks whatever in terms of like who I just personally connect with. And this is Shaq, man. OG Shaquille O'Neal, my favorite. I mean, honestly, before Bron and Jordan, it's like, yo, Shaq was my guy. Like, the diesel, the big man. You feel me? And then when I was hooping early on, I was the big dude. I'm a strong guy. So it was like, yo, that was my man. So 32, 34, LA Lakers. Lakers Shaq was like my absolute like favorite. Like, I'm taking him over any of them bigs, right? Oh, why is your one? I don't care. Victor went, I don't care. Tim, I don't care. Dave Robinson, I don't care. Give me Shaq. You feel me? So that's that, man. And little man, he had the Victor Wembanyama jersey on earlier. So since he had that on, we was rock. We was one to twin. He had the taxis, Jordan 12s that just came out. So I had mine on. He had his on. He wanted to put on his jersey. So I said, you ain't gonna just jersey me, bro. Like, you think you fresh. He be thinking he cool. That's the problem. Little guy think he cool, low key. So I be having to remind him, like, you're not cooler than me, bro. Like, you know I'm cool, right? So he pull up, he like, I want to my jersey. So he gets out the Victor Wembanyama. I'm like, all right, well, you know what? You want to go big man for big man? You know what time I'm on, baby. So that was the whole vibe with it, man. But trust me, baby. Hey, I might pull up with a Thunder jersey on, man. I could cop a Thunder jersey, man. I mean, obviously SGA doing his day, man. When we think old school though, man, whether we talking Russ, Harden, what about an OG K Durant? Love KD, you feel me? So plenty of options that route, man. Plenty of options that route. Let's go. Shout out to 12 right. He know what's there. Yo, that Laker Shack, that's the real deal. Real deal. Holyfield, baby. You see it right there, man. Ooh, and shout out to Rod Dollars bringing up my guy, Allen Iverson. He says that's his goat. Listen, man, he's like a god back at the crib, man. Son 5, man. He had all of us wearing our little fishbone cornrows the same way he was wearing his. I have so many pair of his sneakers. I literally just had on his the question mids yesterday, man, walking around. It was the Kobe Bryant edition, right? If y'all sneakerheads, man, check out Kicking It with Moats, man. I do all the shoe content over there. But yeah, man, I had my Reeboks on yesterday, man, all because of AI, bro. So respect on that, man. Absolutely. AI one of them ones, though, man. Definitely one of them ones. But let's go. So what is I'm gonna send you a SGA? Hey, yo, SGA, man, he's so silky smooth. And I like the fact that he will still hit you in the mid game, man. I like midi assassins, bro. That's why I think I'm such a Paige Beckers fan, man. Shout out to the WNBA, right? I'm like, I want to see you attack that mid range, man. MJ would attack it. Kobe obviously would attack it. Bron will flirt with it on occasion, but Bron he gonna bully ball you to the cup. You know what I mean? But I'm like, yo, man, look, let me see what that mid game looking like, man. So SGA, he like that. Respect on that. And let's see, man. Good vibes, though, baby. Definitely good vibes. Shoot, we didn't even start the show or even break it in like how we normally would do this thing. But either way, all good. All good. Oh, did I lose y'all? All right. Now we back. I was like, hold on, man. I had to look at the screen for a second. I'm like, man, my clock won't show what I was needing to see. But anywho, I don't even know where we were going with this thing, man. I was up here, like I said, vibing out to the music. Y'all had me distracted. Then we started talking about them jerseys. Y'all know, man, I be hooped up, man. So let's go. But you know what? Let's start the show like how we always do. Then I'm gonna tap in because I do see that super chat that just popped up. Karma got, and you know I got to get off on these picks too before TaNeisha joins us. I have victory formation. So y'all know the drill. Drop it in the comment section where you are tuning in from, so that way I can get that big boy shout out to start tonight's show. And of course, don't forget to hit that like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Oh, my man say Dr. J is the only way. Now respect on that, man. Silky smooth, baby. Silky smooth. All right, but let's get it popping, man. We got the homie Rod Dollars in the building. 330 Youngstown, Ohio. Cheryl, baby. You already know what time he's on. Then let's see, man. Who else we have in the building, man? Oh, my man Killer Reek. Talking about AI, AB, and Braun. My faves. You can't go wrong with any of them. And free my dog too. All right, while we at it. All right, free my dog. But let me see who else we got in here. Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to hit that button. X Concept. Shout out to X Concepts in the 724 Claridge, PA. And he says, no fly zone has landed in the Berg. You better believe it, man. Talking about Asante Samuel, man. We did get TG's reaction to that, man. Hopefully, y'all got a chance to check that out. If y'all have not, strongly encourage you to, man. TG know his stuff, man. All right, tap in with the homie. Tap in with him. All right, let's see who else do we have in the building. Oh, 12 of course you're here, man. Always love, appreciate you being here, and I like that jersey. Look at TJ Watt jersey in your picture. Yeah, color rush vibed out. I see you, man, in the 520 Tucson, Arizona, and of course it's a party now that he is back to his original name, Brobarian Steel. Jeez, you was Jogwood, now it's Brobarian Steel. It was just the Brobarian, but either way, now that you are here, I feel good. I'm happy now. All right, 757 Chesapeake, VA. And I want to let you know, I got the itch, right? So when I got this itch, I need to go shop. I got to go, like, on occasion, I just got to spin, right? And it's nothing for nothing. It's nothing crazy, but I just got to, like, I have this itch, and I'm like, you know, I just got to buy me a couple of just t-shirts. And I'm vibing out right now. But, bro, Barry, you'll be proud of me. I got to hold you when I'm eyeing right now. It's weird. I know it's so weird. But I'm over here like, my dad went to ODU. He's a graduate. I thought of you. I'm like, yo, man, bro, Barry, me on just the ODU vibe. ODU is at the crib, 757. And it's the vintage logo. It's hard. It's clean, man. So I'm contemplating. I haven't pulled the trigger just yet, but just know I'm thinking of you, man. All right. Shout out. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. All right. And then let's see, man. I'm going to end it with Karma God because I'm about to pull up on your super chat as well. 937 Dayton, Ohio. I was about to say Daytona. Jeez Louise. Dayton, Ohio. Shout out to Dayton, though, man. One time for the culture. If you know, you know. So shout out to you, Karma God. First off, I do greatly appreciate the super chat, man, from the heart, man. And he says 5-4, and this is who this team is. Just like any other team, but Moats, in my opinion, the Steelers can compete or even beat any team in the league. First, right there, I mean, I would agree 100%. And they've kind of proven that when you talk about who are viewed as the top teams in the AFC, right? Top teams record-wise, we're talking Colts, right? We're talking Patriots. Those are the teams that have really kind of separated themselves at this junction of the season. And it's like, yeah, we beat both of them. But then you look at some of the losses, right? Obviously, Chargers. You talk about, you know, the loss to the Seahawks. Seahawks playing really well right now, but obviously they're an NFC team, and even they've been beaten. But there isn't a team right now that we cannot beat or compete with. The problem for us right now is just we don't have a lot of room for error. And with that, we got to make sure that, hey, you play with a certain level of consistency on a week in and week out basis. That is very tough to do. Like, it's simple in terms of the ask, but in terms of the execution of it, it's very challenging. But that's why these guys are getting paid what they get paid. That's why these coaches get paid what they get paid to make it, you know, to make the impossible possible. So that's what we're going to see with those dudes, man. But right now, we are in the heart of it. And that's why they 5-4. All right. And then he also spent the block, and he says, I will make my final assessment when it's the Steelers' last game. I will weigh the highs and lows, what went wrong and what went right or good, excuse me, on that one. And he says, go Steelers. Shout out to you, Karma God. And honestly, man, I think that's the appropriate approach, man. I know that's the way we take it because throughout the season, there's so much up and down, ebb and flow. And it's hard to fully ascertain who is nice or who's not when you're in week 11, right? You think about some of the teams from the Steelers that have won Super Bowls, right? It's like, yeah, man, were these teams undefeated at week 11? Nah, man, we talk about some of these teams having to go the long route, right? Wild card, road game, road game, road game. If you judge them at week 11 and we're like, yep, that's who they are, we ain't talking about them the same way. So it's like, man, you got to allow these teams the opportunity to see it all the way through. And from there, once it's over, then, man, we'll find out, all right, were they bad or were they actually good? But that's, where we are right now, but you can't be premature with it, man. So shout out to you on that one, man. I like it. I like it. And yes, it's always free AB. My dog is, they say my dog out right now. All right. He got the little anklet on. I think 25 racks a little lighter. But, I remember he had a son. I got a whole lot of money. So shout out to my dog, man. All right. Free my man till it's backwards. Y'all know the drill, man. All right. Y'all know the drill. No 12th wonder. We are not doing that. Don't you be saying leave my dog locked up. Free my dog till it's backwards, man. All right. Straight like that, man. Let's go. All right. Anywho, let me talk real quick though, all right? Because I was supposed to get y'all these picks real quick. So let me get that off real quick because I know TaNeisha about to pop up, and when she do, it's go time. All right. So quick update, man, on the situation. Okay, the situation isn't looking too good for your boy right now. All right. Why is that? Well, Tyler had a good week last weekend. All right. Last week, man, Tyler messed around and went 8-6. I went 5-9. Prior to that, man, I was 54-52. His record was 50-56. Now I'm 59-61. It's not acceptable. Under 500, not good enough. Tyler, on the other hand, is 58-62. So you see, he's feeling really, really good. He was even texting Spicy, talking about, yeah, bro, I came back on you now, man. It's getting interesting now. I'm like, yo, I don't really like this energy. I got to show myself now. All right. So, new week. New set of picks, but the game still is here, baby. All right, it's still time. So I'm gonna run these off real quick. I got Patriots. They getting 12. They're minus 12.5 points. I don't care. Give it to me, man. Tyler's taking the Jets in this matchup, though. All right. For some reason, he believes that, they can make it respectable. We will see, though. Right. We will see. And it's on Thursday night. So whenever it's a short week, man, I like to take the home team. From there, man, I got Dolphins minus 2.5. Tyler is joining suit. He saw what happened with Buffalo. So we're going to continue to ride that. And Commanders banged up, man. Not looking the best. Steelers favored in this one too, man. Minus 5.5. It's appropriate. I roll with that, man. And that should give you a little bit of an inkling of how I anticipate this matchup playing out as well. Tyler also likes Steelers in this, man, minus 5.5, right? From here, though, man, now we get a little bit dicey. All right. Bills hosting the Bucks. 1:00 Sunday. I like Buffalo in this, man, minus 5.5. You got to win by 6 or more, right? Show up, show out, man. They just took an L. I feel like they're going to be bouncing back, ready to go. Piss is hot. Tyler, on the other hand, likes the Bucks. Shout out to the fighting Baker Mayfields with the points as well, man. From there, I got the Texans, man. They're going on the road to the Titans, man. Texans favored by 6.5, meaning they got to win by 7 or more. I like the Texans to do that. Tyler does also. So shout out to Tyler, man. He was trying to copy my work, and it's got him close, but I'm not going to allow him to catch me and surpass me. Just throwing it out there, all right? But like I said, I got the Texans. He has them as well. From there, man, Packers traveling to the Giants. No Russell Wilson starting. Jameis Winston starting. For sure, give me the Packers minus 7. Tyler is also agreeing with that. Yeah, it don't even matter if they change their mind, put Russ out there, still give me the Packers. From there, I like the Jags, man. Jags hosting the Chargers, getting 3 points. Home dogs, I like it. Jacksonville plus 3. Tyler is rolling with the Chargers. He thinks they're going to roll with that heat from beating us and bring it all the way back out to the East Coast. Doubt it. All right. From there, man, we both like the Bears plus 3 as they travel to Minnesota to face the Vikings. From there, man, we both also like Falcons, man. They're hosting the Panthers. Falcons favored by 3.5. Falcons for sure gonna take care of business with that one, man. Raheem Moore down there, man. Got the dudes fired up, man. I definitely like that, man. After that, though, Rams hosting the Seahawks. Sam Darnold has the Seahawks playing fast, playing tough, and they look good. But as long as Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay are out there at LA, I'm rolling with the Rams, man. -3. Tyler also agrees with that one. So shout out to us for being simpatico. All right. From there, though, Niners traveling down to my old boss, my old workplace, Arizona Cardinals. I'm rolling with my alumni card that time. All right. Give me the Cardinals +3 at the Casa. 4:05 kickoff. All right. Tyler's not going for it at all. He's rolling with the Niners -3. So we shall see, man. But I like the home dogs in that situation there. From there, man, Ravens traveling to Cleveland. Ravens -7.5. But with Lamar back, man, them dudes have been looking good. I think they won 3 in a row right now, trying to make it 4. Give me the Ravens -7.5. Tyler is believing in Dylan Gabriel because he's rolling with the Browns. I don't know. Good luck. Good luck with that one, man. Can't do it. From there, though, Chiefs traveling to Denver, man. Now, this is one of those ones where I should roll with Denver because I do truly feel like Denver is going to win this game. But it's hard not to go with Mahomes and what we deem as a big game. And this is one of those ones where in the AFC West, man, you talk about with Bo Nix, with Sean Payton, they're trying to, show that they're the new, kings of the AFC West. But the Chiefs, man, when it's big game time, them dudes show up and they took an L last time they was in a most recent big game. All right, shout out to Buffalo. So they're going to be fired up for this one. So give me the Chiefs -3.5. Tyler also rolls with them as well. And then from there, man, we got Lions rolling to Philly Sunday night. I like Detroit. Shout out to my dog, Kelvin Shepard, and that defense got them boys firing on all cylinders. So for sure, give me the Lions. Tyler's also with that. And then the final game is the Monday nighter, man. Cowboys traveling to Vegas to face the Raiders. Raiders been rough this year. Shout out to Gino, though. All right. But regardless of that, man, me and Tyler both like the Cowboys -3.5 in that game, man. GP and company, man. Let's go, GP. Get the boys right, man. All right. So those the picks. But you see what it is, man. All right. And yeah, for sure. I ain't about to let oh, there we go. I was saying for sure. I'm not about to let good old hey yo, what the heck is going on with my thing? All right. There we go. I was about to say my stream was acting janky over here for a second, man. But either way, I'm not about to let Tyler act like he nice like that. All right. For sure. Can't have that happening, man. But man, I'm telling you, bro, over in Detroit, man, I'm liking my dog Kelvin Shepard, man. I see you, Kylie, man. He says, yo, Kelvin Shepard should be LSU's head coach. Shoot, man, me and TG, we were talking about that. TG also feels like that. In my heart, I would love that. I just don't want it to go left. And then it messes up his real run. Because once you get that opportunity, it's like, dude, you got to make sure everything is perfect, man. So that's my only hesitancy with it. But yeah, man, Shep doing his thing, man. Super proud of him, man. Like I said, Shep, man, I remember him getting drafted up in Buffalo with me. I'm in year 2. He's in year 1. And man, we fresh off the lockout. That was my cardio buddy. It's like, Shep, come on, bro. You working? All right, Shep, I'm working too, bro. We will get right, Shep. That's my dog, man. Shoot, man. You want to put me onto my jeweler too. You see all this shiny stuff. That's shout out to Kelvin Shepard, all right? And shout out to AJ. If you know, you know. Shoot. Because now that I think about it, if TG, that was my locker mate, Shep, that was my desk mate. I say we sat at the team desk up in Buffalo, man. They had these little tables set up in the LB room when we were first up there. And for sure, if you sit right next to me, like, yo, shit, what you got with this, man? I bet. Because I was still learning the whole thing, man. Second year ever playing linebacker. I'm like, yo, why y'all got me out here playing this hard position? I don't know nothing. Madden ain't teaching me everything I needed to know. But Shep was smart as heck, though, man. He for sure helped me out, man. Put me on the game, man, in a lot of situations, man. And then from there, it was like, all right, now I can pick this up. Because I know how to do this other stuff. I know how to do this rushing. I know how to do that. But I don't know nothing about what this coverage stuff talking about. I don't know nothing about these fits. Help me out, pretty please. But shout out to my dog, though, man. He definitely doing his name, man. Super proud of him, though, man. Super proud of him. All right. Well, shoot, man. Let me talk real quick though, because we did bring a new person to the family, right? And I do like when we add to the congregation, man. And the person I'm talking about is Asante Samuel Jr., baby. Yeah, man. We signed him. What was it? Just yesterday. Shout out to the fact that number one, the Steelers are continuing to just try to find talent, try to find productive players, right? People that can help you out. And Asante Samuel Jr. is definitely one of those guys, man. We talk about him just as a whole, came into the NFL. Let's see, this would have been what, 2020, if I remember correctly. And since then, or excuse me, was drafted by the Chargers though back then. Yeah, was it 2020? Make sure I said that correct. Oh, 2021. All right, so yeah, second round 2021, man, 47th pick overall. Obviously out of Florida State University. Shout out to the Seminoles, baby. All right. But man, you talk about Asante Samuel. The big thing with him, man, ball skills, man. Dude's going to get that ball, man. Very similar to who? His daddy. All right. His dad, Asante Samuel, man. Obviously, one of the dudes that feels like he's the nicest corner, right? And I love that about him. And you got to have that mentality. But you talk about a guy that knows how to take the football away, a guy that knows how to get interceptions. When this dude has been healthy, man, every year he's getting his hands on the football, man. He's getting picks. Has 6 career picks to date. He had 2 per season. Obviously, we all remember what he did in the playoffs, right? 2022 versus the Jacksonville Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence. He has 3 picks in that game, man. It was a masterclass. His style, to me, can he play man? Sure, absolutely. But I think he's an excellent cover 2 off ball, man, reading the, quarterback big vision. That's where he excels. And when you think about what we love to do with Coach Tomlin, a lot of that cover 2. So for Asante, man, as long as he is healthy, because that's to be the big question with him, man. He had spinal fusion. All right, spinal fusion. That was what ultimately made him a little bit off limits, this offseason, but he got cleared. So it's like, man, once he gets up to speed in the sense of, man, if they feel like condition-wise he's good to go, man, you put him out there, he can do that, man. He can play that cover 2. He for sure. Now, he ain't the best tackler, but he got heart, though. All right? He got heart. And that's what you need out there sometimes, man. Them little dudes, it's like, yo, you ain't gonna just be knocking back all these big running backs. But on occasion, if you can just slow them down, the cavalry will get there, okay? But I for sure like the pickup, though, man. I do think, like I said, man, it will help us out where if it's this weekend he's out there or going forward whenever he does get a chance to get out there, man. Because, like I said, man, Asante, man, stupid ball skills, man. Stupid ball skills. And like I said, confident as heck. And that's what you need when you're out there. You just got to believe, man. He's been a productive player, and I don't see that changing if he is healthy. So hopefully we will get the healthy version and not, who is that? I forgot who we traded for. Was it 2 years ago? From Washington, man. Came in here. We thought he was going to be healthy and never seen the fella, man. Had me all in my feelings. So all good, all good. But either way, it looks like, there she go. All right. Had to make sure I see what I needed to see. I see who I need to see. So let me make sure I got everything lined up, dotted up. Boom. All righty then. All righty then. Dun, dun, dun.
Hi.
How art thou, ladies and gents?
Oh my gosh. I almost had to pull an Aaron Rodgers and show up with my my AirPods or my wireless.
Yeah,
my wired.
yeah.
I don't even know how to call it. My wired headphones.
Our little corded joints.
Yeah. Is that what it's called? Yeah.
I was like, it's been a minute. Yeah.
It was rough. I was like digging through drawers and because I updated my computer. And so I was like,
you big time? Yes.
Yeah.
You know how I be doing, man. You know how I be just living out here. You know how I be doing.
How are you?
Man, well, first off, let me do the intro. Y'all know what time it is, man. It's Victory Formation. I told y'all it's that time of night. Okay, we in prime time. And whenever we in prime time on a Wednesday, man, of course we're gonna be joined by the one and only TaNeisha from Really Flawed. Shout out. She's in the building, ladies and gents. Y'all know we give the energy over here. Hit the like button, subscribe. You know she here. Y'all know how y'all feels. Yeah. And in the words of James Skicka, now things are much better.
Thank you, James. I appreciate that.
There it is.
I was thinking about this earlier this morning, and I thought this is the first time we're seeing a team twice. So this is the first time we can kind of like use like what we did and analyze that, but then like spin it and say, but like, this is why we should be better. And so I'm kind of excited about that. It's different.
I'm going to say very different. But I think this is one of those things that gives us a certain level of confidence too, because we've already seen it. That certain level of familiarity. It's like, yes, y'all won that first one,
Yeah.
but it's like, man, the way that played out and then all the information that has happened since.
Right.
It's like, oh yeah, man, let's go. I'm
I don't
excited.
like this camera
Let's
angle.
get this one.
Oh my gosh.
Get you right there, man. You better get you right.
I'm about to turn this camera off, and then my lighting.
Hey, you better get this
night.
right.
It's nighttime. That's why I'm like, why does it look like this?
Okay, look,
it's okay.
I'm nervous because when I tapped in the StreamYard, it started acting janky. So I was like, yo, is it working? It's not working. And then it was working. And I'm like, I don't want to touch anything. So yeah. I was like, yo, I don't know what's going on. I was like, please.
I know. After yesterday, I was like, and anything that happens, I pave the way for you. So it's okay. Like, I started the live, I ended the live, we started a new live. I'm like, I've got to get this right. So, but I'm so excited. Also, hi, chat. How is everyone?
There it is.
I see you in the chat. So, hi, and thank you for welcoming me in.
Oh, y'all are wild already. Come on, man. Jeez. We ain't even get it started just yet, man. Come on, man. Come on now.
I must be behind. It's not moving. Yeah. My thing's not moving. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Happy Thursday to you too, or Wednesday, or whatever this is. I will say
we ain't gonna go to dinner first. Just hop right into it. Jeez,
man. Is that what we're doing? God,
we just got here, man.
Like, God, I like kind of the beginning stuff first before we get to like the whole thing. Like, you gotta soften me up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, my goodness. But I respect it. I respect that. I was going to wear orange. I was wearing orange because earlier, like during the day, I was doing something, and I was like, I am not coming up here with Bengals colors. I am not.
Can't do that. Can't do that. No.
I was like, I gotta change this.
No.
I know who I'm representing. It is not an orange team. Like, I am not doing that on this. Like, we are not doing that. So, anyways, because I'm not wearing red because my Texas Longhorns play Georgia this week. So colors are looking a little. Yeah. So,
but let's go though. Let's go. How we feeling about this weekend? We got Sunday action.
I will be honest with you. I'm actually a little nervous about this weekend.
Let's go. I like when you're nervous. Let's talk about it.
So I think, one of my things, I've realized about myself, once I kind of go down the rabbit hole of research and I want more research, that lets me know I'm searching for answers that I want to see. And every time I see an answer, I'm like, I don't like that one. Like, give me another one.
I need more. It's not good enough.
I'm like digging and digging and digging and digging. And I'm like, eventually someone's going to like tell me like something good. And like, so here's how I'm kind of evaluating. Okay. So thinking about what happened last game, it was a Thursday night. We lost because of our turnovers. We allowed them to run the ball very well and time of possession. And it was just like a wonky game. Our offense was fantastic. I don't think I've seen that offense since. And that makes me worried because I've seen the Bengals continue to do what the Bengals do, right? Their defense, listen, their defense is just what it is, right?
They continue to do what they continue to do as well.
They continue to do what they do, right? It's not the best. But the weird thing is their defense statistically in a lot of categories is better than our defense. So that's what kind of makes me worry. Now, I think they're like -5, -6 in turnover margin. That's like our differentiator, right? Like that's what makes us better. But as I was just kind of going through, I'm like, their time of possession is higher than ours. Their ability to score points has been higher than ours. And I just tracked back their last 3 games because I'm like, let me not go to the season. Let me kind of track the last 3 games. And
ever since Flacco got there.
Yeah. And so I've just been so nervous about like our offensive struggles and what we're doing. And our levels of 3 and outs has just been really bad. And so I'm like, I'm worried. Now, if our defense shows up, I won't be too worried. But at the same time, it's just like, but I know that Bengals team can score points. Like they have Jamar Chase, they have T. Higgins. At the very least, go back there, throw the ball up. Like at the very least, right? Just go back there and chunk it. They will figure it out. And so I'm a little concerned about like, I don't know who this team is, the Steelers, and I don't know if are we scoring points this week on offense? Is this offense going to be the Chargers offense? Is this offense going to be the Colts offense? Maybe with field possession, I should be excited. But anyway, so I just have some concerns right now about the Steelers.
Hey, look, and because Joe Flacco over there has got everybody all up in arms now. Oh, y'all gotta stop this
See,
nonsense,
I
man.
don't think it's Joe Flacco for me. I actually think
It's-
it's our
Uh-huh.
offense,
Uh-huh.
and that's what's concerning me. Because like, okay, if we hadn't played at all this season,
Uh-huh.
and I got to see Joe Flacco play, like Joe Flacco doesn't scare me. Joe Flacco.
Okay.
What scares me is I am wondering if we can match them score for score because
Mm-hmm.
we've been turning the ball over lately. That's what makes me the most anxious is the
Okay.
turnovers I feel like we've been having lately. But I'm not like Joe Flacco's great. This is not enough on Joe Flacco. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
But he's not the reason. It's more of like
I was
Steelers.
just so TaNeisha, are you ready? The only reason I was asking because when you said you went back them last 3 games, 47, 39, 31
That's
is
how many
what
points
they've
they scored.
allowed. That's how many points they've
But how many points have
allowed.
they scored?
Well, no, I mean, same difference, right? In terms of points they scored, sure. 42, 38, 33.
And we
So
scored what? What
so
has
what I'm
ours
saying,
been?
but sorry, you ready? Are you ready? So what I'm saying is this though. When have we allowed 40 plus?
I mean, that's a
When?
good way to look at it.
When? What like
Yeah.
what game do we ever feel like that's even legitimately in the conversation?
So
This is every week for them right now. That's not going to change, right? So the reason why you see my kind of like just man, I ain't tripping on them like that
I
is
think
because
your
once again, it's
defense
going to
is
boil
bad.
down to the same thing, man. You have to stop the run.
Yeah,
We're gonna
your
all get in
defense is
here and
bad.
focus on who? It's Jamar Chase, it's T. Higgins. Oh my God, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Same thing they did last time, right? If you don't stop this run, everything is gonna be everything. And that's what the problem with the Bears was. They
Right.
couldn't stop the run. If you allow Chase Brown and you allow them to make you play legitimate, honest ball with them, their receivers are dang good. And heck, you can focus on Jamar Chase if you want to. That's what Chicago did. T. Higgins had a day. Oh, you want to slow T. Higgins down? Yoshiva had a day, right? And Yoshiva was the one who broke our back later on in that game when he hit Darius Slay, right? So
Fair.
those are the pieces, right, that I'm looking at. I'm like, okay, well, cool. We know matchup wise, man, you're gonna have to deal with that. So you can put James Pierre, obviously, on Jamar Chase. We're gonna have to get it how we live with JPJ, T. Higgins, obviously Brandon Eccles. You can be on my man Yoshiva, and we'll see if Asante Samuel, who we waiting to see if they make a decision on him, right, bumping him up or not. So to me, I'm already feeling a lot better about my matchups just in that space there. Internally, we got to play better. We didn't play well enough last time. Once again, do I anticipate that D line showing up now that it's a full week? Absolutely not. And they've also proven that since that game as well. So when I'm thinking of these matchups, I'm like, if the biggest issue to me is our ability to stop their running attack, what changes that in this matchup? And I'm like, well, shoot, our guys have been playing a lot better since then. So now you're going to have to account for, can you pass block versus our guys? That's how I look at it. So that's why it's like a little bit more, I'm on the offensive versus being like, but they could do that. Oh my God, they could do this. I'm like, they can't stop that. They can't handle this, because the flip side is this. We also have to be able to run the ball this week. We have to run the ball.
We have to be able to score points.
Chicago ran the ball, but Chicago scored points because they could run the football. From there, they don't tackle well. So when you get to the secondary, you're going to have advantages, right? Even on the game-winning touchdown, it was like, yo, it's a missed tackle. That's literally what it is. So for them, it's like, yo, all right, they're just trying to score as much as they can. They're going to turn it over. They're not going to be pretty, but they do have the ability to air it out. So with them, you got to try to minimize the explosive play. And that's where T. Higgins, if he's having a day like how he did for Chicago, you're going to have issues, right? Because it's like, yo, perfect position. The dude jumps, takes it from the dude, right? It's like, yo, if he's doing that, that's why T. Higgins is T. Higgins. But you live with that. You say he's not going to do this all day. But what can't happen is them run that football, man, stay balanced. And now they hit you with the little, oh, man, Chase has this. He has this success right here. They won't be able to do that, though, to me. I don't see that. I personally don't. That's why I'm just like, yeah, man.
Yeah,
I feel good about it.
I don't trust the Steelers offense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they've been terrible the past 3 games. Like, I have no reason to believe that they will get better this game.
So my question would
Besides
be this: hold on, are you ready? Are Bengals defense better than the Chargers defense?
I don't think it's I don't think it's that though. I think it's us. Okay. I think that's my issue. I think it's an us thing. Like, and that's what I'm saying. This doesn't have anything to do with the Bengals, right? I'm not looking at the Bengals and going, oh my God, I'm terrified of that secondary. I'm not at all. Oh my gosh, I'm so terrified of their linebacker. It's not that. I don't. What they're going to do, what they're going to do. They've been terrible on defense. Good for them. I've seen us miss wide open receivers. I've seen us turn the ball over. I've seen our offense just stall. I mean, our 3 and outs right now are like pathetic, like for lack of a better word.
But then the flip side is this though. You see them also hit those plays though and score points as well.
But lately I've seen them missing it. I think Aaron Rodgers hasn't played well so far. I think it's gotten worse each game. So if he has a good game, then okay. But my concern is I'm like, okay, are we seeing him go upwards? Or are we kind of watching it slide? And we're not ready to say that yet. Like, I just don't know what we're going to do on offense. And that has nothing to do with the Bengals because the Chargers were great defensively. We still had guys running wide open on the field. And we didn't throw the ball to our team.
I like it. I like it. This is beautiful because it's just a difference of mentality.
Yeah.
Internally, we would say that's living in your fears, right? Like if we were in the building, that's what we would call that. We'd be like, yo, you worried about what can go wrong. Bro, I'm about to show you what's about to go right.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like, what's about to go right? Yeah, that's all that is. Yeah. So I'm like, I hear what you're saying. I'm like, yo, nothing's wrong with that. But that's the part where I was like, I can dig that. It makes sense.
Yeah.
I can dig it.
Yeah. And it's just like for me, I always say I live by patterns in any situation. Football, my real life. I do that with my students. I do like that's how I live. I'm like, you have to show me your patterns, and I'm going to believe your patterns. If you don't want me to believe your patterns, change your patterns. That's just kind of my philosophy. And when I'm watching the Steelers, I'm like, the pattern right now on offense is yelling at me to pay attention. And that's when I went digging. I'm like, let me find some numbers that don't identify this. Let me find some numbers that says that I'm totally wrong. And I'm like, oh gosh, okay, come on, offense, we got it. Please. That's kind of where I'm at.
I can't wait till we do this after the game. That's all, man. I'm excited after the game. That's the best part.
I'm hoping that and that's the thing, right? If our offense plays well, so the Steelers win the game. I think if our offense scores 10 points,
but it's like, yo, we about to do this. Oh, yeah. I love it. Oh, I love this. I love it. This is
that's where I'm at. So anyway, I've been like looking at like the Bengals, and I'm like, okay. I will say though, like obviously our sack margin, like we have 32 sacks, they have 13 sacks or 14 sacks. So that differential is great. And so people know, just because I realize I'm talking and I'm not actually telling you numbers. So for the last 3 games, the Bengals have scored 37.7 points. The Steelers have only scored 20.7. The last 3 games, the Bengals are 48% third down conversion rate. The Steelers are 21% third down conversion rate. So when you just look at it statistical wise, like we don't have to talk about who the players are. We know who the players are. But if you just look at what's happening, the things that we're watching are actually what we think they are. Like what we're seeing is what we're seeing. Even time of possession. So the Steelers and the Bengals are the last 2 teams in the NFL time of possession on offense. The past 3 weeks, the Bengals have had 28 minutes time of possession. We've only had 26.
Effect, baby. Shout out to the Flacco
and
effect.
So for me, when I'm just kind of looking at, again, the numbers and the statistics of it, and then thinking about like what I've seen from watching them play the Jets. I watched the Jets come back against them. I watched the Bears come back against them. I quite frankly think that the Bears beat them twice because before the Bengals got the ball back, let's talk about the phantom call, but I'll leave that where it's at because that was 2 weeks ago. I'm just saying. So it was hard to
beat them twice. I was like,
yeah, because that was bad. I mean, there's bad calls in the NFL, but that one was pretty. Anyways. So again, my concern here is I've seen 3 games that have worried me about this offense. I hope this is the game where I say, whoo, glad that's behind us. Like, glad it was a little rough there for a minute, but I'm glad that we're trending upward. Yeah. So those are where like the numbers for me, I'm just kind of looking and I'm like, can we run the ball this game? And now I'm like, great, I'm going to see tosses all game.
So I have a question. You said that you believe in trends, but then you said if the offense plays well this week, you're going to just start believing that that's what they're going to do going forward?
No. I didn't say that. I'm just saying the trend. The trend. No. The trend, but it's just like I did with the defense, right? Remember when they were bad?
Because what I'm trying to figure out is what changes us from being in this exact same scenario for the next 3 weeks if we're going based on the data of 11 weeks that got us to here, right? I know you folks don't like the 3 weeks, but I'm like, it's been 11 weeks, right? And we're bad to the point where it's like, yo, I'm nervous about us.
I usually do 3 weeks. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a 3 week. That's how I do everything with 3 weeks. I'm a 3 week type of woman. So I do that with the offense and the defense. So remember at first, like when our defense was like playing well, and then they were kind of weren't. And I was like, I don't know what they are. Like I need them to show me they can be consistent. And now I'm like, okay, I've seen them be consistent. I'm okay with that. And now when I look at the offense, I'm like, okay, can we get that consistency happening? Because usually once you get the consistency, you kind of start to level out, right? We're never the worst. We're never the best. It kind of starts to level. I just don't know where this offense is right now leveled. I haven't seen it. So anyway, so that's what I'm saying. So, I mean, are we like screwed the rest of the year and we're terrible? No. It's just right now I'm kind of like, okay, guys, come on. Like, please. Like, that's kind of where I'm at.
I can dig that. Like I said, it makes sense. I know from my perspective, I'm always like, yeah, the numbers are always like elevator music, right? And we focus on the tape, right? And that's why me and you would joke about like, yo, I gotta watch tape because I know numbers are gonna show one thing, but then I'm gonna cut this tape and I'm like, yeah, bro, all that shit sound good. He gonna kick his ass this week. And that's the part that the numbers can't account for. That's the part the analytics don't account for. It's like that part. And that's what I'm looking at. I'm like, bro, that's what's about to happen in these matchups right here. Now they got certain matchups that they're gonna try to highlight, but if we're doing a full spreadsheet, right, and it's 22 matchups, right, of all 11 on offense, all 11 on defense, we got a lot more of those ones that we're going to be like check. So, and that's just how I feel about it. So that's why it's like I get the data, and that's why it's like, man, I love the fact that you focus specifically to the past 3 games because that's when Flacco came, because they're way different with Flacco in the lineup versus without Flacco in the lineup.
Yeah.
And that's also why their running game has been a lot better these past 3 weeks too, because he can actually hit the deep shot with consistency. He's putting the ball in positions where a guy like I'm about to butcher his name again. Yoshiva can go up there and make it, right? Higgins can go up there and make it. It's like, yo, that's a different throw than when you're watching Jake Brown and put it out there, right? Even though Browning can still have some success, but that's also why their rushing attack was terrible because you didn't have to respect it.
Right.
With Flacco, you have to respect his arm. Now, the flip side is this. That O-line is still that O-line. Orlando Brown is still Orlando Brown. That has not changed.
Still letting them false start.
They still, on occasion they do, but you still can get the Flacco. And that's the thing. But the thing is this, though. You got to try to find ways to get those guys on the ground. It's like, yo, they're going to make plays, and rightfully so. But the 50-50 ball down the grass that Higgins caught on the Dagon Bears corner 30-40 yards downfield, it's remarkable. But that's the stuff that hurts you versus them. Yeah. That's the play where you're like, we've accounted for everything. His guy is better than your guy. We can't have too many of those. That's right. We know Chase is going to have a play. Higgins is going to make a play at some point. But when you see Higgins made 3 or 4, many at the one where he's falling back on the pylon score, it's like,
he was phenomenal.
He had a game, right?
Yeah, he was phenomenal.
2 weeks ago, because he had the bye last week.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Right.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
So it's like that part, that's where the game gets weird. Turnovers, right?
Yep.
Why did the game get weird last time?
Turnovers.
It was nothing about them though that made us feel like, yo, our offense is terrible tonight. No, it was, why are we turning the ball over? Like, just catch the ball. The one dude took it from DK. It wasn't even bad. It was like, yo, he just took it out your hands. So to me, I'm like, what are the odds of DK getting the ball taken out of his hands again? Right? That's what I think of.
The penalty, the 15-yard penalty on Thursday? No, maybe.
I can't remember. Was this one?
Chat, was this game that we had the 15-yard penalty from DK?
I'm about to say
or was that the Sunday? No, it wasn't against the Browns.
No, but I felt like it might have been Bengals. I'm not sure though 100%.
Okay.
I can't remember, but I know.
You know what I'm talking about, right? It was kind of like we were driving, like we were like doing.
Was it Green Bay? Was that Green Bay? I think it was Green Bay.
I can't remember. I just remember it happened. I can't remember who the other team was. I just can't remember.
Sure. And he tripped off for a second. He did a hard reset, man. On occasion, he did a hard reset, man.
Yeah. And listen, if you were to ask me, like, hey, who do you think is better on paper? I mean, the Steelers. Like, who do I think should win the game? I mean, the Steelers, right? Like, all of the things I would say Steelers. It's just these little bitty things that I'm like, somebody said it was against Green Bay.
Okay. But I say, because I feel like I was there.
I feel
It's
like
like, yo,
I saw it, but I don't know.
I feel like I just saw that. And that would make sense. I was like,
I
that's
love
not the
it.
Green Bay game. That makes sense. And I was like, yo,
Yeah, I
I
love
watched
it.
that one, man. Yeah.
Yeah. And too, like and we usually talk about this offline a little bit too.
Yeah.
I always say that's the beautiful game of football, right? I can
Mm-hmm.
tell you statistically all the things, right? I can tell you how I feel
Yeah.
when I watch the games. I can tell you what I
Yeah.
saw from my eyes. I can tell you what I'm like. I can tell you all those
Yeah.
things. They really don't matter because they're going to line it up. And when they line it up, they're not going to play by the way the statistics tells them.
Yeah.
They're just going to play football. And that's great.
Yeah.
I just think that sometimes for me, I kind of like this part of the process because it's like
Oh,
I have just
absolutely.
enough information that I can
Yes.
grab it. And depending
Yes.
on what happens, right, I can say, okay, I can see that happening here, but we won because I can see, it was the turnovers or it was because we had 6 sacks or whatever it is.
And guess what? I enjoy it also because it challenges the things that we see.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
man, I know what I see, I know what I feel, but it's like, yo, that still challenges it. And it's like, all right, now let's see if it can stay consistent, right? Let's see if the data is going to be more consistent, or is it like and one of the things I truly believe, the physical element is why parity is so high in the NFL. We know the talent is close, but because you actually have to deal with the physical portion, it changes so much. Think about Darius Slay, right? With all respect to Darius Slay, if we were just simply seeing on paper in August, Darius Slay, we would be like, yo, man, we taking him as a top 15 corner versus any of that because we know he can cover this, that, right? Yep. Which all sounds good on paper. But then when you get in the game and it's like, okay, week 1, fine. Week 3, cool. Man, week 5, slowing down a little bit. Now you kind of banged up. Now you still got to be this guy while still being banged up. Oh, man, well, you were dealing with a hand. Now you're dealing with an ankle. You were dealing with an ankle. Now you're dealing with a back. And it's like, oh, we're not even public talking, but these are the things that now change how we even view you. So with the numbers, I'm always just like, yo, I like these numbers. I like them. But the game, man, is certain parts of that changes everything. And that's that physical part that you don't get with basketball, with baseball. It's like, yo, this right here, oh man, and that's why I'm so excited. I can't wait. And it's the rivalry game too, man. So
And
I'm like,
we
yo,
need that
I
get
gotta
back,
get him
right?
back.
Like, yeah, exactly. Like, and that's
absolutely.
The other thing too.
Think
where
about
it's
it,
like,
man. We in the division. Both of us in the tops of the division right now, or they're flirting with it, trying to get back.
Well, yeah, they're trying.
Baltimore just passed them.
And it's a big game for us, right? And I think that's another reason why I'm excited, because it's like, hey, if not Sunday, then when? Like, if not against your division rival that beat you on Thursday night, they never should have, that insert all things here. Like, why not? Like, this is the game. And if you want to win this division, you go out and you win this football game, period. Like,
and
it doesn't matter what it
takes. And the beauty is this. Look at the track records, man. I always look at Coach C's track record, man. Whenever I feel in doubt, whenever I feel insecure, nervous, anxious, it's like, yo, I always trust that dude because his body of work reflects that you should trust this dude. He's gonna have these dudes ready to go.
You want to know what I think about when I feel insecure and anxious?
Uh-oh.
The football version.
I was like, oh Lord. I feel so insecure and anxious right now.
I mean,
where is this going?
I'll give you the football version. I always go back to, if we had to win on a field goal, at least we have Boz. And I feel like in these tight games, right, division, right, like whatever, it's like when it's all stripped, if we take away matchups, if we take away like, if our X factor, because of the way that we play football, is usually our kicker. And that's just because, and I am Tomlin. Like, I don't care if it's ugly. I don't care what it looks like. I just want us to have one more point than they do. I don't care. Like, I don't care if we got out of there and it's 3-2. Like, I don't even care at this point. And so for me, it's like, that's the one thing that I say, you know what? If it all, whatever, at least I know that Boz is going to make the field goal. That's kind of where I go when I'm looking, because I don't look at like the film and break it down and the play. Like, so for me, I'm like, at least Boz can score points. Boz can score points. That's like my go-to.
We're gonna need to score touchdowns this week, though.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to. And if this defense holds, right? And again, it's not fair to them to say, hey, this Bengals offense that's scoring all these points, you guys hold them to 10, okay? Because our offense is scored.
Because I say, think about it like this: you can have 3 turnovers this week and they still score 25 points.
Easy.
Like, that's just the reality of it.
Yeah.
So with that, you have to know that offense, yeah, man, you're going to have a certain level of requirement that, yeah, you got to keep pace. You got to do certain things. No different than when we talked about that Colts game. We knew going in there, bro, you're going to have to score touchdowns. Yeah. And we saw even the mindset with Coach T early on, right? Being aggressive. And even though it wasn't the best offensive day, it's still a great day when you're scoring touchdowns, right? When you were able to score multiple touchdowns, I think we had, 3 in the red zone? It's like, yo, that is a great time. You got to be able to score touchdowns, though. Field goals kill you, right? So that's the part where if this week, it's like, yeah, regardless of how you get there, you got to score touchdowns. You're going to need at least 24. 24 got to get you. You got to need 24.
Right. Yeah. And that's
I think that's reasonable.
Yeah. And that's when I'm looking at the offense and I'm like, all right, guys, go do it.
But shoot, they do that last week. We talk about a drop here. We talk about a turnover here. And it's like, yeah. And I guess that's for me, even though I get you got to look at it, trends wise over 3 weeks. And you'll hear me say at times, man, after 4 games, man, I look and it's like, all right, cool. What did we look like? What didn't we look like as a full body right there? That is also very accurate. But then we also hyper focus on the week to week element of it. So it's like, yeah, man, there were certain things a week ago that to me, I'm not even worried about just because matchup wise, this team is so different than what we were facing with the Chargers. Like last week, you heard me talk Malik Harrison. You're not going to hear me speak 50. It's like, we don't need them. Not this week because you're not facing 21, 22 personnel. It's 11 personnel. It's 3 and 4 wide receivers. It's Peyton Wilson, Patrick Queen. Not only do y'all have to cover, y'all got to be the thumpers versus this run this week. Because if I put 50 out there, they're going to now try to spread them out with Noah Fant. They're going to try to spread them out with Yoshiva, right? Get him into that slot area. That's the things that I'm thinking of now. So that's why, once again, I'm like, it's a totally different beast this week, man. Totally different animal. I'm also thinking of health-wise. I'm like, okay, I know we got an Asante Samuel in the cards, but is that available to me? Yeah. Because that changes a lot to me mentally when I know I can put that out there just because of the ball skills, just because of the professionalism, just because of his track record, his body of work when healthy. So I don't have that information today. We like, yo, we still got to wait a couple of days. Right. But that's another one where it's like, yo, if that gets bumped up, I feel good about that. I think that's a nice addition. But if not, now my mindset is, Pierre, your job is to get it how you live versus Jamar Chase. You're going to have safety help over top. You're going to have an LB inside. You know what it is. Hey, JPJ, you got to hold up like a big dog. You know the Higgins matchup. That's why you're here. And Brandon Eccles. Hey, last week you had nice, speedy Lad McConkey. This week you get nice, speedy Yoshiva. All right? Have fun. Yeah. And what I'm telling him is this. You did great last week except for one play, bro. I need you to make that tackle. If you make that tackle, that's 58 yards off of his track. That's 58 yards that he is no longer a 100-yard receiver. And now we're not having this stink around you. That's what I'm telling him. Different mindset. Yeah. A fan, but think about fan media. Hey, bro, you were bad, bro. You were trash. When you got to go out there and I need you to ball out this week, I don't have time to be tearing you down. And now I'm over here like, all right, guy, you ready to stand up this week? Ah, come on, fella. Oh, I believe in you now. What the hell? No, that ain't how that work. That ain't how that work. And we think about how crazy we talk about people at times, right? Even if we're not being disrespectful, it's just like, yo, man, that place is bad, bro. I can't win. He's bad. It's bad. And it's like, but now we talk about, hey, bro, I need you to really make a play right here, right? Can you say real quick? It's like, that don't work like that, man. The same way, man, if me and you were talking, I'm always, hey, girl, you don't never show up on time. You terrible, girl. Oh. And I'm like, oh, I think, come on, girl. I know you got me this, all right? You got me this week. You over here like, get out of here. Why ain't got time for you? Like, yeah. So that's why, to me, I'm looking at 26 like, bro, knowing all the variables, bro, you are doing what you need to do right now. You got a matchup that I think is a little bit more favorable. Now, different, though, because Lad is a little bit more shifty this way.
Okay.
Yoshiva is a little bit more take you down the grass, right? Which we saw firsthand. So that's the part where I'm like, okay, Eccles, you know this part, hands on them, but you just got to tackle the catch. Even if something hits, right? Even if you do allow it, you just got to tackle it. Because the explosive play doesn't kill you. It's the explosive, and then you add the yak. Right? Exactly. Now we're adding multiple negatives to the situation. One negative doesn't kill you. When I said last time, right? Jamar Chase going for 100 doesn't kill you. Jamar Chase and T. Higgins having that day doesn't kill you. It can't be Chase, Higgins, Yoshiva, and Brown. That's way too much. And then you throw in 2 turns. You're like, hey, bro, what you want us to do, man? Oh,
Yeah,
and
how
we
are we
don't
gonna do that?
and TaNeisha, and we don't get a sack that week too. Like, bro, come on, bro.
Oh my
Why
God.
we playing like this, right?
That
We
was
get
the
one
most
sack.
frustrating part of that game. Like
Yeah.
and most people were mad because of the secondary, right? And I get it. I understand it. I got it. I was actually more frustrated. I'm like, do we have any guys out there rushing the pass? Like, do we even have a defensive line tonight?
You know,
like,
that makes 2 of us.
that
You know, that's how
was
I
the
felt.
most frustrating because I'm just like, where are you all? Like, where did you
know,
go?
that's how I felt.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I need to know if Karma God is in here, because if he is, I'm going to answer his question. But if he's not,
Karma God's been in here, man. Shout out Karma God. He was in here. I know earlier on he dropped a couple super chats and stuff, man. Shout out to Karma God. He should. I hope he's still in the building, man.
If he's still in here, I'm going to answer his question. If he's still in here.
Either way.
Well,
all right.
oh wait, did he just laugh? Did he just?
Yep. Karma God. I see you, Karma God. I see you.
Okay, so he asked.
She feel you. She's here. All right, he's here.
He was curious to know if the offense was the head or the headboard.
Oh Lord, here we go.
And it was just the tip, is what the offense was.
Why y'all?
That's the answer.
Karma God, you about to get banned, Karma God. You got to stop this, Karma God.
There's your answer.
You put her in the position to answer this question, Karma God. You got to stop this, Karma God. Right,
yeah, I mean, that's about what it was. That's all we got right now.
You Karma God. I blame you.
After the game, you want to ask again. But yeah, that's all I got right now.
There we go. Respect.
That's it. Offense, just tip of the iceberg right now for that offense. Tip of the iceberg.
Hopefully, they were a little bit late to the party, but they're growing into it. All right, they're gonna get it going. You know what I mean? Some people, some offenses, they just show up and it's like, they passed eyeball test. Others, they don't get it going a little bit. Then you're like, all right, I think I could work. Oh, you know what?
That's it.
That. Boom, there you go. So that's what the offense is doing right now. They're work in progress, but they're gonna get it going for sure. They're gonna get it going.
They're working on it. So,
but the good thing is this though, protection wise. This isn't a week where we're talking about the Chargers.
Offense.
This isn't that.
That's good. That's true.
Right?
Okay.
When we talk about, even when you're talking about their line, even when you're talking about their linebackers, Denzel Perriman and Deion Henley, right? More productive and just further along in their careers than when you're talking about Demetrius Knight and Barrett Carter. Younger players, right?
Yeah.
Athletic, but just young. And that's what, like, when I look at their defense, honestly, I know it's easy to just say, they're just bad. But I'm like, they are talented. They just don't have that defining characteristic just yet. Like when we talk about the Steelers, our defining characteristic is pass rush and turnovers. And we got the players to match that, right? When we talk about our front four, right? TJ, Highsmith, Cam, right?
Physicality? Can we say that? Like just...
Well, yeah, you can. Yeah, absolutely can. Like those are the things that we, like if you have never watched the Steelers game and you just heard us be talked about, that's how they talk about us, right?
Yeah.
Physical, fast, they create turnover. Like that's for sure. They're gonna be doing it. They've been doing it for years. That's who they are. Cincinnati, they don't have an identity right now. They're not a group that has great pass rushers, especially when Hendrickson is out and he's been banged up, right? They don't have guys that just take the ball away on the back end, right? Who's their version of Jalen Ramsey, right? Who's that guy? We're just like, oh man, they got, or their version of like, how we look at our JPJ and we're like, man, you're the guy that's about to take off. You're the guy that's about to be that next guy. If you just catch a pick or two, think about how different the percent. Think about people view Beanie Bishop at a higher level because he caught 4 picks, right? Think about if JPJ, like I'm like the amount of drops that he had are PBUs. It's like just if he just caught a couple of those, like the perception around JPJ would be so different. And that's the frustrating part for guys like me because we see it and it's like, he is way closer to being nice as heck than he is to be, he does this. Oh my God. But when you don't, but when you don't catch it, but when you're not catching it, that's a part of, why you're a defender, not a wide receiver. But at this level, this is the demand. Because when you leave those opportunities out there, now that's another chance for that offense to snap the football. Now we're exposed to more negativity. And that's why you in Pittsburgh, we preach it so much like, you have to get tips, overthrows. If they throw it to you, you have to get that ball. It has to happen, man. Mandatory. So that's the part where I'm looking. It's like, man, all of these little things, all these little pieces that make us feel good about this match. I'm like, this is why the confidence should be there. And this is also why I feel like in this particular matchup, those guys will show up a lot differently than they did on Thursday. Chargers met their energy. And
It
Chargers
does
are a
feel a
good
lot
team.
better.
Yeah, Chargers just, us
It
and the
does
Chargers
feel a
look
lot
like the
better.
same beast.
Correct. And it does feel a lot better. And you know what's funny
Mhm.
is because I was sitting here and I was kind of looking through my notes that I didn't bring to the last
Yeah.
show, trying to figure out like what I was thinking when I was doing the Chargers to kind of compare how I feel right now. And you're right. The Chargers, my concern was they're a great team. Everything
Mhm.
about them just made sense. I felt like
Yeah.
I was looking at us when I was looking at them. And so
You
for
see
me,
it.
that's like a different feel. In this game, I'm like, we're better. Yeah, we're better. Yeah. So it's like, it's different, right? Where the Chargers are like, all right, we got to get ready.
Mhm.
With the Bengals, I'm like, can we show up? Can you play? Like, forget everything they have going on. Can we do our job? Like, can we do what we're supposed to do? Also, have you noticed it doesn't say that we're live, but we're live?
I know. Trust me. That's why I said StreamYard, man. Every time, look, are you ready for this? The chat is going. Me and you are live. I can click onto my YouTube like page, and I'm looking at you right now live with all the comments. In fact, let me see. I'm gonna comment on this. Hey, and this is on my on the YouTube channel, and you see I just popped up over here. So yeah, I do not know. It is super weird. Yeah, and here you go. I just commented on myself.
That is so weird.
Can't make it up. Yeah, man.
Okay,
I don't.
Because I was looking at this. And
That's
I'm
what
like,
I told you earlier. I was like, yo, StreamYard is acting weird. Because think about it. How could the chat be going?
Right. That's why I was just, I'm like, what is going on?
It's a super chat that just popped up from Justin going to 829. Like, yeah, I have. That's why I said earlier, I was like, yo, StreamYard is acting weird. I turned it on, played everything looked good. And then it just says go live. And I'm like, I have no clue, but for sure we are live.
Okay.
Hey,
yeah. I just looked up and I'm like, are we?
TaNeisha, you ready for this?
Are we live?
Above my pay grade. All right. Above my pay grade. Yeah. When in doubt, if you don't know it, I'm gonna go talk to the chef. If you don't know, that's David's nickname, all right? Because he just make it right. You just give him the ingredients, he can fix it up, all right? Yeah. Because I'm just like, I don't know what this is.
I had a friend of mine that was using another stream and they're live today, and it just shut off. Like it just stopped. It wasn't StreamYard, it was another one. And I'm like, what is going on? I have no clue.
But I'm like, we're definitely live because I'm looking at our YouTube right now, and I'm like, for sure it's live. Like, yeah.
Okay.
It even says, what this? Are you ready for this? Stream health, excellent.
Oh, even better. Everything is fine.
Yeah, everything's working. I'm like, yeah, I don't know.
Weird. Okay, yeah. I just happened to glance up because usually, obviously, we see the button that says we're live. Okay, so listen, because I'm serving hair, I'm serving color. You know what I'm saying?
Look, he said, "Yo, I ain't put on this Buffalo blue to not be seen tonight. Y'all better stop playing with me in here. I respect that shit. Shoot, hey, look, you got your blue, and I got my Shaq throwback jersey on. So y'all gonna see my jersey. All right, y'all gonna see my outfit."
In my mind, I'm like, can they only hear us at this point? Like, I never even know what's going on anymore. It's so weird. It's been so weird.
Look. And shout out to Jonathan McDormand. He's even throwing love. He's like, yo, you're certainly live. He's like, heck yeah, man. For the excellent stream health. All right. So I can dig it, man. Hey. And we got a hater in the building. If you got hate in your heart, let it out. Tom J, stop hating. Josh Allen, overrated. You are hating. Stop hating, man.
This is more of like I think I'm giving more like Carolina Panthers, though.
I can see that.
More Carolina, maybe even Tennessee.
The problem is this. There has been a long list of a foundation built that anything that is blue is Buffalo.
The Buffalo.
Anything that is red, it is Buffalo. So if it could be neon blue, is Buffalo blue. All right. It could be cardinal red. You know what I mean? It's like, it's Buffalo red. It's like, it don't matter what it is.
It's kind of like if it's yellow, it's gold. It's just gold. You're like,
it's just gold.
And they're like, no gold.
Yeah, you're like, no. Yeah. You're like, are you sure that is? Like, what does the word say? Does the word say that? Nope, this is gold. All right, whatever, bro. Y'all got it. Yeah.
You're right. Yep. You're 100% right. The Steelers are black and gold.
Yep.
They are. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't care. So
what are the Saints? Never mind. Don't get me in trouble today. Don't get me in trouble. I ain't about to play with y'all.
Are you gonna say the lake name?
Nope. I'm just here. Yep. All good. Yep. Black and gold.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, but that's actually a good question. What do the Saints say their color is?
You see what I'm saying?
Do they say do the Saints say
I
black
thought
and
they were
gold?
black and gold. I feel like they
But
say
do
black
they
and
but do
gold.
they say that, or like do they, like, you know, when you're looking at
I see what
colors?
you mean. Yeah, because if you're a
Because even
non-Steeler
like I
fan, you're gonna say
call
black and yellow. But
right,
then the
like I
Steeler
because
fans are
like
like, yo, it's gold. Yeah.
because like Ohio State, right? I'm like, oh, the gray. They're like, that's scarlet
Oh,
gray. I'm like, oh,
yeah.
like I wonder what the Saints call themselves.
Oh yeah, this is metallic. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
they're like, it is
This is
scarlet.
Power Ranger
It's
gold.
not
Yeah,
gray.
it's
It's
it's not just
scarlet
no
gray.
regular.
I'm like,
Yeah.
all right,
Like,
like,
oh,
okay, like
sorry.
y'all say I have a problem because I'm a
Whoops.
Texas fan, but like y'all are worried about scarlet gray. Like, okay. Anyways, I'm gonna ask the Saints fan, like, what's y'all's team colors, and just see what they say. So
shoot. Well, when you ask that, ask them Auburn fans, what's your main logo? Are y'all Tigers or Eagles? I'd be so confused. What's the mascot?
yeah, see, that
But
one confuses me too, because
throws
they're
me
like
off.
War Eagle. I'm
War
like,
Eagle.
where's the eagle?
Like, where'd the eagle come from? I thought y'all was Tigers. I
I'm
see a
so
big tiger.
lost. There's so many things. I'm
War
like, how's
Eagle,
that
and
with that from
yeah,
that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
So
Even like even Stanford, like they're like the Stanford Cardinals.
Thank you. But
What's
it's a
the
tree. What's this? It's a tree. I and it's like a real tree. I'm like, bro,
It's like a real tree.
why is it a tree though?
I don't know.
You're the Cardinals.
It's weird. But even like the Miami Hurricanes being the U.
Yeah.
How does that work? Like, where's the hurricane? Where's the
Great call. Great.
It's like there's so many things where I'm just like, I'm so confused.
It don't be, the math don't math all the way. I'm just
Yeah.
like, you know what? I'm sure it makes sense to somebody.
Yeah.
So,
the
whoever
Christmas
was over
tree
here,
always throws me off though. Like I can't get it. I just don't get it. I don't.
you call it a Christmas tree?
Wild.
I think it's like a redwood or something like that. I think shit. It's like a redwood.
Is that what it is? Oh,
it's a Christmas tree. I love it.
now I need to look at the Stanford logo. It's a tree. Hold on.
Just say you. Hey, yo, shout out to Stanford and them Christmas trees, man. Y'all make sure I decorate them trees right this year too, man. I think it's a redwood. It's like big tall, just like a forest tree.
Okay, but to be fair though, when you look at this logo, at the very top, it looks like the star that you put on top of a Christmas tree. Does it not? This doesn't look like this looks like a Christmas tree. Okay, now I have to prove my point. Man. Now I have to prove my point because this looks like a Christmas tree. This looks like a freaking Christmas tree.
Oh man! All right.
This looks like a Christmas tree.
Yo, you are funny. Oh, you are funny. She said, "Yo, it's a Christmas tree."
Okay. See if you can share this.
All right. I'm cooking it right now. Okay. There we go.
Okay. Does this not look like the little stars that people put up on top of their trees on the top? Does that not look like a star? Am I crazy?
Look, I see.
It looks.
I see where you're going. I see where you're going. Okay, Tom J even called them the Stanford Christmas trees. He's he's going with you. I see it. Yo, you are funny for that, yo.
Anyway,
I can see it.
Even
I can
the
see
3D version,
Respect.
like all of this looks like a Christmas tree. Anyway, okay, I don't know how we got there, but so what is it? It's a redwood. A redwood.
I think it's a redwood. Yeah.
That is so. I honestly always thought it was.
You are funny. You're funny. She said, "Yo, it like a Christmas tree. You don't see the top." And now I'm looking at it, I'm like, I mean, I see what you're seeing there. And it's the other funny part. I'm gonna get done, and I'm because wifey from Cali, right? Her brother literally still stays out there, like everything. And I'm gonna be like, hey, babe, Stanford, Christmas tree. Hey, man, what you think, Ray? Christmas tree? What you think?
That is so funny. If we would have never had this conversation, I would have went on living life thinking it was a Christmas tree. That is hilarious.
Oh man, for sure. I love it. Oh, I love it. That's perfect.
Sorry for taking us down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, we needed that right there. Hey, look. That's what we needed right there. Shout out to the Christmas tree. All right, y'all hit that like button one time for the coach. Don't forget to subscribe. And if y'all want more of this fun, man, y'all want more action like this, man, make sure y'all hit her like button on her channel as well, man, at Really Flawed, and subscribe to her channel also, man, all right? Because this is how she is, man, all right? She come in here, she's be cutting us up, all right? Y'all seen me. I was over here. We was over here. I was buttoned up, okay? I ain't even need to sweat. I wasn't even tripping, all right? I was in here cool. It was all good, okay? I was drinking a little orange juice. She come here, now they got all hot.
When you laugh at me so hard that you start sweating, I'm like, I totally missed this one.
Oh,
sorry. I really thought
because you were so for real though. You were so serious. Yeah, you was like, yeah, it's a Christmas tree. I'm like,
yeah, I'm like, it's a Christmas tree.
No, it's like Christmas tree.
Yeah, it's I and what's crazy is I'm more shocked that you all didn't think it was a Christmas tree.
Yeah,
more than anything. That's how you know I really believed it.
Like, and I can see like why when you were like, yeah, look at the top. That don't like the story. I'm like, okay,
it looks like this.
That's at the top of the story.
And now
I like it, man.
Makes more sense because California has the redwood trees.
Yeah.
That actually makes a lot of sense. And there's a lot of smart people at Stanford.
Oh my God.
So why would they be Christmas trees? Like it actually makes a lot more sense. It actually makes a lot more sense. The more I think about it, the dumber it sounds. That actually is hilarious.
She said, yo, it's redwoods out there. They got a lot of smart people. Why would they be a Christmas tree?
Why would it be a Christmas tree? Like, why would it be a Christmas tree?
Oh God. Oh man.
Why would it be a Christmas tree? That is like the most random. Like, what am I, a child? Like a Christmas tree? Oh my gosh. I really, and what's funny, I would have like bet somebody. Like if somebody ever was like, okay,
oh my God,
what do you think it is? I would have been like a Christmas tree.
I'm hot.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, that's what I learned today. It's been a slow learning day. Today I learned that it's not a Christmas tree.
TaNeisha, seeing you just 2 minutes ago, like light bulb. She's like, it's a lot of redwoods out there. It's a lot of smart people out there.
Because then I was like, you're lying to me. Why is there a redwood? Like, that is so ridiculous. Like, why is there a redwood? That doesn't make no sense. Like, I've seen those trees before. And then I was like, wait a minute.
Oh, God, I'm back.
I've seen those trees in Cali. Oh, so they have the S in the tree. And then when they make it green, that's why I was like, it's a Christmas tree. Like, why would they make their logo green?
You too smart. You too smart for yourself, right? You just too smart for your own good. She said, oh, it's green. Of course it's Christmas tree. Duh.
These
Christmas colors right here. It's green and red. Duh.
As soon as this live is over, okay? Now I'm doing the black woman, like as soon as I'm done here, I am hitting up all my group chats and I would be like, yo, did y'all know this wasn't a Christmas tree? What do y'all think it is in the middle of the S logo for Stanford? What do y'all think this is? So, anyways, all right, I'm back. Sorry.
Shout out to you, bro. Oh man, shout out to you. That was funny. I like that. We needed that, guys. Yeah, for sure needed that one.
If anybody didn't know, if anybody thought like me, now you know that Stanford is not a Christmas tree.
Hey, look. Shout out to Karma. Hold on. Now Karma guys asking who are the Browns? Because they got a couple.
No, because I have another story there. So growing up, I asked my dad once. I was younger, and I was like, why are they talking about black people like that? Why are they calling them brown?
Oh no. Say the Browns.
And then they gotta talk like that. Or Jim Brown. Like my whole point is I was like, why are they calling him that? That is so rude. Like anyway, I have so many
that's
stories
the goat
like this.
right there. That's one of them ones right there.
I have so many stories like this. You would be like, girl, like get focused.
That is beautiful though, man. Listen. The fact that you shared it with us, it's people. Look, I know in the comment section, somebody's going to reflect. They're going to be like, you know what? I actually thought that too. I can see that. You know what I mean? Like, somebody's going to say, you're not going to be alone. Let me call it out now.
So, because I'm assuming you're going to clip this and it'll be a separate thing. Yeah, okay, listen. If you're watching this and you got to this point in the video, I need to know if you think that the logo in the Stanford thing, if you ever thought it was a Christmas tree, if you haven't, that's fine. It's fine. But if you just look at that, like, have you ever thought like, oh, it's a Christmas tree in the middle? I would love to know. To look a lot like Christmas. Exactly. And that's why I thought that, Moats, that's why I thought they turned it green around the holidays.
Because it's the holiday.
Because it's a Christmas.
She said, "Oh, it's perfect. It's November. Of course,
that's legitimately why I thought that.
Grinch, I got you.
I honestly thought that was true. Like, it is not true. The fact that I said it looks like a Christmas tree, when you busted out laughing like that when I first said that, I should have realized that was way off. You were like, oh, a Christmas tree.
I just hadn't heard, like, I've heard a lot of people like talk about, all right, why do they have a tree and the Cardinal? Like, what's going on with it? I just had never heard anybody like say, like, why is it a Christmas tree? It like you really and initially I thought you were playing. I was like, oh, she like really about to just fry. I'm like, oh, better the Christmas tree. That's what there is Christmas tree. And you're like, yeah, like see, I'm like, oh, she really believes a Christmas tree.
Yeah. Like I'm so serious. Like, I am so serious. I mean, the fact that it's not a Christmas tree, I'm actually more shocked that it's not a Christmas tree. Actually, I mean, that is crazy. That is just crazy.
Shout out, bro. Shout out.
Like, what a missed opportunity from them. They could be Christmas. Oh my gosh, they could be Stanford University.
I'm about to say
them as being Christmas.
They got a lot of opportunities for marketing, a lot of opportunities for sponsorship. Like, okay. Gosh, if you know, you know. There. Yes.
Yeah. Like, put lights around it. I mean, come on, guys. Anyways, so so how are you feeling about this game?
Other than that, I feel good. I feel feel good. I was trying to be like super serious today. I just gone. I don't have it. All right, I'm good. I feel great. It's gonna be fun.
I've said many a times before, nobody ever knows what is coming out of this mouth. Nobody ever knows. You never know 100% what I'm about to say. So just prepare yourself. And the sad thing is before I speak, it usually goes through a filter and I still say it. So that should let you know everything you need to know.
Are you saying that? I know I will be randomly sitting here tomorrow and I'm just thinking to myself, there's a lot of trees out there. Stanford has a lot of smart people. Why would they call themselves the Christmas tree?
I really wanted to know that.
Yeah, there's a lot of smart people out there.
I really
have all the trees and all the smart people at Stanford.
And
just shout out. And shout out to Christmas too. All right. Shout out to Christmas. All right. We like Christmas. Christmas is a vibe, okay? Thanksgiving first, but Christmas is a vibe. All right. Shout out to Christmas. Shout out to Christmas, man.
And that's what you all learned today. And listen, if you don't want to admit in the chat that you thought of it as a tree, I will lead the way. It always takes one. I'm okay being a leader. I will stand and I will lead this charge. Don't you even worry about it. So you are safe with me in the comment section because we all know I'm going to go back through and tag the time and tell everybody, like, go look at the time and all that. But
we clip it this way. That has to get clipped right there. That has to get clipped. That was one of the ones right there. Shout out.
Yeah. Sorry. Sorry. I'm just sorry, everyone. Well, why aren't they the Stanford Redwood or whatever?
That would be a great question. Like, to me, I look at that part. I'm like, if you want to be a tree, be a tree. If you want to be the Cardinal, be the Cardinal. Like, but make up your mind. I get confused when it's almost like they have like an alternate like logo. I'm like, I don't want the alternate logo. Like, I want this to be your mascot. Like, I mean, not alternate. It's like alternate mascots. Like, I want one mascot. You have alternate uniforms, alternate colorways, but like, keep that. And So
if you want to be a tree, be a tree.
Yeah, like be a tree. You want to be a tree because I know it's some people that identify as all type of stuff. Right? You know what I mean? We got you got the furries. You know what I mean? They walk like it's man. We had one of the conventions here. It's like I get it. Like I get it. If that's your thing, that's your thing. I'm not knocking it. It's not my thing, but it is what it is. You feel me? So if you want to be a tree, be a tree. If you want to be a dog, I've seen him walking with tail and the roof up like, yo, no, he's a dog. Cool. It is what it is. All right. So all right.
Shout out to all the people who want to be dogs and trees or whatever you want to be. Be what you want to be, okay?
You can be whatever you put your mind to, okay? Just put your mind to it. Okay?
Go be that.
There you go.
Wow, it is a freaking redwood. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, big redwood. Right. For sure, redwood. For sure, redwood.
And everybody knows but me.
I'm just like, yo, that's definitely redwood. I'm like, that's redwood. I know Christmas tree. That's redwood, bro. I like it.
Oh my god.
I like it.
That's funny. Okay. All right. Well, now I know. No, I know.
dig it.
Sorry for this tangent I've just took us off
No,
on.
that was perfect, man.
I was shocked. This is all news to me. So
they said
wow.
we all learned something new today.
Yeah.
So it's all good. Well, it's all good. We all learned something today. This is great.
And thank you, James, for accepting me for who I am. Okay. And all of my flaws. I appreciate it. Okay. Thank you for embracing me. For me. I appreciate that.
For those who don't know right there, Miller said, don't change Dr. T. Never put the filter on. We need the no filter PhD. Right there, man.
Listen, you got it. Okay. Who knows? Who knows? That's why I always say I'm the most unserious, serious person ever, because I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Huh. Who would have thought that? That's great. That's actually a really great idea. Like, of course it is. Golly, those smart people at Stanford. I like they continue to trick me.
All you PhDers out there in Stanford, man, salute to y'all, man. It's a lot of smart people out here, man.
Is there?
Yes, like I said, you got you don't know what a PhD on this show. So, hey, man.
Really? We're talking about an audience of two.
Yep. You know what a PhD over here, man. So yep. I think you're pretty dang. Yep. Think you got it going. Yep.
Okay. The audience of two. We're 50%.
Yep. Yeah. You're shooting good. Okay. Yeah. Think about it. We score on 50% of our drives that we get on Sunday. It'll be a great day. Right. It's just give me 50%.
Okay.
If we're 50% on third down, it's a great.
Oh my gosh.
Because I'm saying, right? You
100%.
You see what I'm saying, right? Come on now.
Yeah, I like it. But you know what?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Stay there. You're doing great.
You see what I'm going.
Yes, we're back. We're so back. We're so locked in.
With this thing, man. So we here. We're good. Man. We're good.
Anyways, all right. So yeah.
So let's see, man. We've talked. I'm gonna say, so let's see. Let's get back on the rails real quick. All right. Let's get it back on the back end. All right. So we've talked about what the Bengals can do well, kind of talked about what they don't do well. Mm-hmm. Me and you have talked about internally our situation.
Yeah, we kind of don't agree a little bit. I loved it.
Which was fun. I love it. And you've been looking for it. I was not expecting that today.
I kind of like it. I kind of like, because
go ahead.
No, I'm not going to say exactly what I was going to say. You go for it.
Oh, you sure? No, ladies first. Yeah,
no, you got this. You got this. What were you gonna say? So go ahead and bring us back. Bring us back, force multiplier. You got this.
Stop it. Look, one day I'm gonna get a PhD, okay? But until then, you're the only one on the show with a PhD.
If anybody's ever wondering, I actually call him that. Like, it's not, I don't just do that on the show. Okay?
And I call you Miss PhD.
Right.
How many email threads?
Multiplier all the time. So like,
but we should like capitalize PhD. We should capitalize PhD because you actually have a PhD.
Yeah, and that's why you're the first multiplier. So legitimate. I say it all the time. Every time I reach out, I'm like, multiplier.
I'm just a guy. You have a legitimate PhD though. Like that's hardcore facts.
Well,
you feel me?
Is it though? Because I didn't know the redwood was inside of the Stanford. I mean, you know, when you talk about like,
you just didn't study. You didn't study Christmas trees. You just didn't study Christmas trees. That's all. Yeah. But you still got a PhD.
Yeah, I didn't study universities.
That's it. Yeah. Right. Alternate logo mascots. Yeah.
I know. Well, I know. Man, what a mess. I am generally shocked. Like. Man. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna get through this. No, I'm just kidding.
That was good.
I was just gonna say I like that we can see things completely different, because I think the answer is going to lie somewhere in the middle. Like, I think I am being a little bit one way, and you're kind of like, no, it's gonna be this, and I think right in the middle is where we're gonna come in. We're gonna come in and be like, yeah, okay. Yeah, that worked well. Maybe that is a little true. But hey, we're here. We won. Yeah. That is all that matters. That is what we want. We want to win.
And it was funny too, man, because I can see if we go this route, we will bump in a good way, because that's like one of, like, as a player,
that's
the
true.
numbers are that's our arch nemesis. It's like,
true.
You want to talk the number. Oh, that's my nemesis. because you always hear it, right? And as a player, you're always
Yeah.
trying to prove that we're better than the numbers, right? Or the analytics, right? When they say you can only have players that rush the pass that are 6'4", 260 pounds, right? Or all your wide receivers need to be 6'3", be able to run 4.4. Otherwise, they're not big enough or fast enough to be out there, right? And you're like, well, how would Antonio Brown ever get a chance? How would James Harrison ever get a chance, right? So internally, that's the trigger. And I'm like, oh, heck yeah, let's do this. This is a good trigger, not like jet sweep trigger. This is a good one. This is a good one. I'm like, oh, heck yeah, man, let's get it.
I like
Oh,
it. Yeah.
So that for sure. And that's why anybody that y'all watch me and the homie Mark Berger, shout out to Mark, you'll see me and him bump more frequently because he could hit a number on him. Hey, all right now. Stop. Let me defend my honor of the player, okay?
Yeah. No, and I think it's great. I think too, it speaks to that's how it is for real. Like in sports, for sure. Like in football, it's like the numbers are the numbers, right? They are what they are. But there is this people element, and that's why the whole analytics thing, I'm not even going to get on that conversation, but that's why the whole analytics thing, sometimes I'm like, did y'all factor in weather, how the game is feeling, the vibe, who's actually better, somebody being injured? No, you didn't factor in any of that because you're just looking at the hard line number. And so I think it keeps it interesting because now you're like, go ahead.
And then even piggybacking on that, that's the combine and pro day every year.
Yeah.
Hey, this guy ran 4.3 in t-shirt and shorts. He bench pressed 225 30 times. He's going to come in here and save your franchise. And you're like,
right.
Yeah, we never are just running 40 yards straight unless you're getting beat by something bad happening like that. That ain't what we're doing. And we never on our back pushing up unless it's on the late night. You know what I mean? But it's like, hey, man, you don't want him to be in that position. You feel me? So once again, it's like, but we put so much like stock in the data. We put so much stock in the numbers where it's like, yeah, man, if that's the case, how could a Julian Edelman, a Wes Welker, how could those guys have success at this level, right? Dudes that analytically don't necessarily fit the mold of this is how you should test, but it's like, yo, they still had heck of a careers, right? And we can even point to certain guys internally with us where it's like, yo, this doesn't make sense, but they still are able to do that. And that's the nuance. That's that, yo, it's because this dude can, he technically, and then the physical part, and then the mental anticipation is like, yo, and his heart, man, he's a dude that doesn't fold under pressure. That's one of the biggest things too. It's like, man, we're not the only, in terms of athletes, right, that actually have made it to the professional ranks. We're not the only people capable of doing what you see on TV. There are plenty of people on this earth that can do what we do. Yeah. The thing is, can you do what we do every single time under the pressure with all the variables at stake, right? And then keep repeating that over and over and over. And not just at this level, you have to do it at the collegiate level, right? Do it at the high school level. And it's like, that's the part where people they just can't sustain it. But anybody can go out here and just run 40 yards really, really fast. And you might be faster than a good amount of people like, dang, bro, you all right. Or you're really, really strong. It's like, yo, there's plenty of bodybuilders stronger than us, man. Heck no, we ain't that. But you put them out there and it's like, yo, you'll throw that bodybuilder all over the place because you understand technique, leverage, fundamentals. Right. So that's the thing that as a player, and I think for me, it's more of a personal thing too, because I was never a positive analytic person, right? If I'm playing inside linebacker, yes, you're the prototype, but I'm a natural outside guy, right? DN pass rusher. So you're always fighting if you're a DN, you're too small, right? You should be 6'6", 6'7", 270, 280. If you're a 3-4 edge, you're 6'4", 260. I don't know if y'all have seen the boy. And my mind back bigger than a mug. But for some reason, when I be stepping on the scale, it be stopping at like that. It used to stop at like that 240-ish range. And then the height, I don't know. And I think because I cut my hair, it would get stuck at like 6'1"-ish. I'm like, hey, bro. When Buzz stood up there, you stopped up here. When I come in, you stopped. What's that about, bro?
It probably stopped working.
TJ got up here and it showed that, but then I stand right in the same spot he stood in, the same exact way, put my back like how he put his back in. Hey, bro,
that's hilarious.
Shorter, bro. You know what I mean?
That's hilarious. Yeah, something was clearly messing up there.
Yeah.
Something was clearly messing up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So you learn, though, it's like, man, you can either accept that, right? And then that means you'll never do what you want to do, or in terms of doing what you love and what you're passionate about, or you say, man, F them numbers, and I'm going to prove to you that I'm nicer than whatever the numbers have to say. So part of me always defaults back to that. And that's why whenever I get the analytic talk, it's just like, all right, let's do it. So appreciate that today.
Too, it's like I seek just information. It's almost like the same way you watch film to kind of get the information that you need. I can't do that. I don't have that skill set. So I'm like, what skill set do I have? I can watch the games and I can go look at stats and I can see, like, do I believe these stats? Have I seen these stats? And so again, it's just like a different way to I'm sorry. The freaking comments.
I already know. I'm just trying to say right here with it. I'll be like, yep. Yeah, everybody give me today. Yep.
So yes, that's the ways that I look at it.
Because y'all funny. Yep. Nope. Keep my head up.
Did you
keep your head up? Nope, I ain't messing with it.
Did you see that comment?
I did. And that's why I was like, yep. And when you started laughing, I'm like, oh yeah, she's seen the comment now. Yep.
Because I actually saw the super chat, and that kind of passed by, and then I was like, "Oh, I wasn't supposed to see that."
Wait a minute.
I have no idea what I was saying. Shout out to you for the comment. I have no idea what I was saying. Just shout out to you for the comment. Well done. Well done on the comment. Well done. Very nice. Very nice. I like it. Respect. If it's a good one, if it's a good comment, it's a good comment, and I cannot. Great comment. Kudos to you.
Respect.
So, anyways,
I like it.
He won that one. He's got it.
Yeah. And Eric Jackson, yes, you're gonna miss it, and that's okay. The person knows exactly what we're talking about. All right. They know exactly who we're talking about.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. Yeah. Shout out there. Yep.
Great comment. Good. Can't get mad. All right. So do you want to do the super chats? One passed earlier when I was
about to say yes. I was about to click on it. Yep. Let me get to which one we were.
I don't remember what it said.
I should be. All right, here we go. Right here. All right, now I'm good. Bro Barian. Shout out to the Bro Barian as well, man. Finally got your name changed back. Not that Joga. All right. Hey, go on, man. You're the Bro Barian. So we appreciate you being here as always, man. He says, our offensive plays don't seem to give defenses headaches. That's what my gripe is. And honestly, I mean, that's a fair assessment. Arthur Smith, he's not trying to fool people in the way that Sean McVay is, right? And what I mean is this. Certain people are so ahead of their game that they can be the ones that are going to be able to trick you, right? We talk about Ben Johnson, right? He's one of the next, like, super innovative, really ahead of his time type of coordinators, right? You see some of the gadgety stuff that he'll do as well. We talk about Cliff Kingsbury at one point. He also had that vibe, right? Arthur Smith has never been viewed as, I'm going to fool you. Go back to him in Tennessee. It's, my guys are more physical than your guys. And you can't tackle my guy every single time. We broke down the whole Derrick Henry conversation, right? He wants to run the football, right? Atlanta, Bijan Wright, he wants to run the football, right? So we know that's his mindset. So that's why when we talk about the toss play, it's like, he's not going away from that because it gives him the one-on-one he's looking for. But the issue is our back going to be able to win one-on-one versus this LB? Is our O-line going to consistently be able to win their one-on-one block versus that guard versus that DN? Is that boundary wide receiver going to win his block? Because that's just as important. If he comes off of that now, it condenses it even more, and we don't get a chance to get that thing north and south. So those are certain things that for Arthur Smith, that's how he's eyeing it. The same when we talk Coach Tomlin, right? We're like, yeah, we know he wants to give you pressure in terms of that front four, but he wants to play that cover two, eyes up, spin the Rolodex of that and get interceptions. That's what he's trying to hunt. Whereas we say Brian Flores, hey, man, everybody's up at the line of scrimmage. It looks crazy aggressive. You're like, bro, what is this? Is this goal line defense? Like, bro, you're in the middle of the field right now. Both of them have their successes, right? We even saw both of them in stadium at the same time. And we saw how both gave both offenses issues, right? For various points in time. So to me, it's just all about who you are. And as long as you know what your identity is and you stick with your identity, you don't allow it to waver, right? You got to stay true to who you are. You'll be fine. And that's why Arthur Smith has had success at this level, because he knows his method. He knows what he wants to do to win. And regardless of what the outsiders might say or feel about it, his production is where he feels confident. And he's like, yo, look at my track record. Look at how it's worked. Look at when I do this. This is my proof that my theory works. And that's why for me, I have to sit back at times and be like, yo, I don't love all of it, but I get that. And that was something that we complained about with Matt Canada. Right,
Yeah,
but
it's
that was
just a
something we
different.
complained with him because he didn't have it was like, what is your identity? We don't
Right.
really have a direction here.
Yeah. And I think too, sometimes I'm really big on the eye test.
Yeah.
And what you're seeing is 100% accurate because we're not, right. We're not doing the most creative things. But I think it goes back to like, what are your goals? Are your goals to trick defenses and be creative and do all those things? Then we're failing at that. But if your goal is to win games and put your players in positions to make plays, I mean, we're doing that. It's just a philosophy. Like so I think like 3 years ago, I had to come to terms with like the Steelers are just conservative. I think Mike Tomlin as a coach is conservative. He lives in the margins, right? He lives in the gritty and the grind. He doesn't want it to be perfect. He says it doesn't have to be like, that's just who he is. And I think once I kind of accepted that, does it still frustrate me sometimes? Absolutely. But once you accept that, you're kind of like, okay, how are we trying to win this? Like, what is our edge up here? Is it physicality? Are we going to out athlete you? Is it, we're going to play the matchup game because we're playing the matchup game. I don't care if it's pretty. I don't care. We're just going to line it up and run it 9 times because it's probably going to work 7 times. So anyways, I just think it's just a different on once you know what we are, I think it makes it a little bit better.
I just be laughing at how like this approach be viewed as like conservative or political. I'm like, yo,
no, I'm telling you as a
it's
fan
just
though, that's what it feels.
Yeah. Oh no,
That's
I get it. I get it. I'm like, it's just different. I'm like,
that's what it feels like.
Yeah, and you know how we feel about that, but that's why I'm just like, yo, man, I get it. I guess if that's what they gonna say, no different than when we're like, yo, are you in control of your own defense? People like, no, because we ain't got the ball. I'd be like, you not in control of defense? Why not? I get it. I get it. I'm like, yo, I was like, what?
I would like to know though. There's a question in the chat somebody asked.
Oh, all right. Let me get back over there real quick.
Would you be okay being the head coach if I was the GM?
Oh, like me?
Yeah, like you. Like, would you be a head coach of a team, and would you be comfortable if I was the GM?
Oh, I don't know. And I think it has zero to do with you. I think it's more so like, I don't know how I feel about having like somebody that gets to tell me, yo, I'm dictating this, or like, yo, I want these players. Like, no, I want these players.
I don't think I would dictate. No, I would have a conversation. I would be like, what are you saying? This is what I see. What do you see?
Because like the way the power like structure should be is like GM gets final say on personnel. Yeah. Coach gets final say on how we divvy it up. Right. And that's why you'll see certain times, like if it's a GM that wasn't, the GM didn't hire that head coach, they can bump heads at times. So that's why I'm just like, I actually don't know. Cause that's a different, like, you're in control of all of what happens there. But professionals like, yo, that changes some stuff because now I'm like, yo, you might be like, yeah, I want these players. I'm like, bro, these are the guys we need.
I will say this because a lot of people don't understand like how we work and do things together. Yeah. I actually think we would be super successful because we're very different on the way that we think. And so I think we challenge each other. Right. And I think whenever you have two people that look at things completely different, but the goal is the same, it's easier to compromise. Because then you're like, you know what? Hey, if you see that and you 100% believe that, because I'm kind of like an 80, but you're 90, I'm going to give you this one for now.
I can dig that.
But later on, like, we got to do,
it goes back and forth. Absolutely.
Right. Yeah. And I think it would work really well. So for the person who like threw that out there, first of all, great comment because you realize that I want to be a GM. So kudos to you. But no, I think that's a great comment. And I think that sometimes that's how good partnerships work is when you don't see it the same way, but you respect and you want the same goal. You're ultimately we're trying to win. Okay. Ultimately, we want to
what we try to do.
We want to win.
Facts on that. And I think that the part that big picture why it also would work, I'm going to default to your expertise. You've already showed that you default to me at certain times as well, where I feel like I'm the expert at. And that's the part where it's like, you're going to pull up the numbers, the analytics. You be like, yo, this is why this doesn't work and why we need to pivot this way. And I'll be like, all right, I done fought the fight. My man ain't produced enough. Dang, I done lost that way. All right, you got it. So who you bringing in?
I think it'd be great. Yeah, I think it'd be great. I think it'd be a great like meeting of the minds. Like I think it'd be fantastic. Every success I've ever had in life, no matter where the success was, it was always because I was either partnering with or working with somebody that didn't think like me. Somebody that could look at me and be like, girl, Why are you, if you do it that way, but then you add this, it makes it better.
I like
and
that.
every even like some of my best friendship, everything has happened because they were different. And I was like, what do you see that I can't see? And they're like, well, first of all, you're not paying attention. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, thank you for calling that out. But yeah, like what a great question. Great question.
No, that was dope right there. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I was like, ooh, man, GL.
Yeah.
That's a power difference. That's the She's like, that might be a good thing. I'm like, I see that.
I can hear you now being like, oh, TaNeisha did that thing again. Oh God. I mean, she's usually right, but
like, God dang, TaNeisha, I'm gonna make this player work. I feel like anything you give me, I'm gonna make work. But dang, can I get what I really want? Like,
100%.
Because they're gonna say it's my fault, okay?
Yeah, that's exactly how it would go. That is exactly how it would go. So yeah, great question. James
shout out to that question.
Would be way above elite average. Absolutely.
Facts. I would like to believe that. I would like to.
100%.
Yes, all right. Got a couple more supers in here. Let's tap in. Karma God also pulling back up. We do appreciate you too, Karma God, man. Shout out to you. He says, Moats, will you be making a guest appearance on Debo's show? That will be a bomb episode. Shout out, man. Hey, I got nothing but time and love for my dog Debo, man. Shoot, I'm hoping to bump into my dog tomorrow night, man. Supposed to be going down to support one of the homies, man. Charlie Batch, man. He having, one of his big fundraiser events, man. In the pocket. Shout out to him, man. So usually that's when I bump into big old muscles. All right. Yeah. Last week.
You tell muscles that I have some questions. Because I watched that show and I have some questions of him. So you let him know.
Yeah, we'll do. Duly noted. Duly noted. All right. But I'd be like, you can't miss him. The building be packed out, and I'm like, he's the only dude that still look like he's like fully in muscles with like all his clothes on and a jacket. I'd be like, I put my coat on. They always tell me, Moshe, you lost a lot of weight, bro. You look kind of slim. He put his jacket on, and they be like, God dang, bro, you just got done working out. I'm like, hey, bro, hold on, bro. What's this, man?
That's funny. He's like a walking 250. Like, just like he's like what I say with KD. Like KD, I'm like, KD's ready to like shoot a basketball at any moment. Any moment, he's ready to go. He's already suited. Like he's ready to go.
Debo, looking, he's like, yo, you want me to lift this chair? Want me to lift this table?
Already ready to go to the weight room.
You ready? I'm like, bro. But yeah, I don't be feeling little until I'm like around dudes like that, because where I go, it's like most of the parents at parent pickup, they like, yo, Most, you still big as heck, bro. When I go to the grocery store, they still look at me like, he played something. That is somebody. All right. I don't know who, but he is somebody. All right. But when I stand next to Debo, I'll be like, dang, bro, like I ain't hit puberty yet, man. Jeez. All right. So it'd be like that, man. Shout out to the homie though, baby. Shout out to the homie. All right.
Okay. Also, when I said I have questions to ask of him, it was good questions, football questions. Like I don't want people to think like it's I have like football questions because I listen to him and Joe Hayden, and I always say I can talk to anybody at any time. And I'm not that. Listen, I'm this way all times. Okay, so I don't care who I'm in front of. This is how I'm going to be because I got questions. So it wasn't a bad like thing. I'm just
she said I wasn't asking like that.
No, a lot of people in the chat are like, ooh. No, I'm like, no, I'm strictly football all the time. Okay, so.
Shout out, man. All right, we got a couple more supers that popped up. Let's see. This is Justin Gordon. Shout out to the homie Justin Gordon. We appreciate you also being here. And he says, did 81? Is he talking about Jonnu Smith? Yeah, did 81 get paid too much to get his walk-in papers? Ooh, spicy. Him no Jonnu fan. Him no Jonnu Smith fan. All right. Hey, easy, Papi. Easy. All right. He say, man, I'm just asking for a friend. With the quick response, yeah, he done got paid way too much this year to get released at 80-40 time this year. Okay. Yeah, we kind of we in bed with him for at least this year. Okay. At least this year. All right. That was part of the trade, right? We made the move. We got him, and then it was like, hey, get him a new deal. Shout out to my old agent, Drew Rosenhaus. He was who got the deal. Drew don't lose. Drew go get the money. All right, that's what Drew does. Okay, he does it. So Jonnu's good for this year, guaranteed. But what I will say is this though, Jonnu is going to play better. He plays better. Shoot, the pass that he missed, I mean, I forgot who the commentator was last week. We even talked about it. It was like, you watch the trade, just still climbing. Like, Rogers, can I get it drop down a little bit so he ain't got to keep going all the way up there? But you still want him to come down with it. And in certain parts that he will. But to me, man, Jonnu has made plays for us, but Jonnu isn't featured the way that he was in Miami. So his numbers aren't going to look like Miami. And we said that coming in. We said, man, he got dang near 100 targets. He had 100 targets dang near last year. We barely targeted Move, I think, 70 times last year. There's no way we're about to target him 100 times while still having to move and a DK and knowing that we want to run the football and get Darnell Watson involved. So those are the things where now, instead of him having 10 opportunities per game to make a play, he's getting like 5 opportunities. And it's just more of a challenge. So you've seen him make plays, but they're not happening every week because it's just not the opportunities there. And that's the part where it's going to come a time where he's going to be a reason why we get out of a stadium or why he makes a play that helps us get out of the stadium. Same when we talked about Fry Move, right? At one point in time, it was like, yo, move on for Move. Can we get ready to move? Move isn't living up. Move isn't doing this, right? And then Move started to play, and it was like, oh, Move starting to play, makes more plays. Oh, shoot. Oh, all right, Move.
They wanted to get rid of Cam Hayward because he wanted an extra couple of million.
You see what I'm saying? And it's like, it's a long season, playoffs included. Think about when people want to get rid of Highsmith, and it's like, yo, you don't get rid of this talent, man. You want to have a surplus at times because there is a long road to the Super Bowl. It's a long road, man. And when your bodies get beat up in November, it's like, I need to be able to rotate. I need to be able to have depth. Man, I'm watching that Chargers game, and it's a time where Herbig is getting a sack, right? And I freeze frame it to just look at who our D-line is. It's Nick Herbig, Derek Harmon, Y.A. Black, and Jack Sawyer.
Oh, really?
Jack Sawyer. Yes.
Really?
That was the group we had out there, and Herbig kicks butt, gets a sack, all because Herbig tries to pump fake it, right? And that's all we say. We say, yo, if y'all cover just so long enough for the first move, we should get home. That's the requirement. That's the demand on our D-line. I just need
shout out to those rookies.
You see what I mean? But that's the part where I'm just like, yo, if you trade this, move that, you don't get this, man. Them dudes in situations where they don't belong. But it's like they're developing at their speed, at their pace, but also it gives your starters a chance to not play every snap, because when we get to December and we're like, why is TJ breaking down? Where is Cam Hayward at? When we get to January and it's the playoffs, we're like, why can't we ever get out the wild card? It's like, yo, these are the type of things that can help you do that. When those younger players, man, those guys, we feel like, yo, we got too many of them, that helps you. We haven't felt like, yo, DK, we don't feel like DK has been a world beater this year, but we also don't feel like he's had to be a world beater because of a Jonnu Smith on occasion, a Darnell Washington on occasion, right? A Muth on occasion. We've had enough one-offs here or there to get us to 5-4. Now, eventually DK has to do what? Turn it on, start giving us them performances, right? Because that's what we paid him to do. But in the meantime, that's why you paid Muth. That's why you paid Jonnu. That's why you drafted Darnell. That's why you brought back Jalen Warren and brought in Kenneth Gainwell, right? You see how all those other guys, yo, balance it out. Rodgers, you're the wild card because you got elite ability, but you also old as heck. So it's going to balance out like this at times. And you've been more here, but lately you've been kind of in there, right? We all call a spade, right? So that's the part where you could just see where all these little things are kind of at play and are working for us, but that's also why you get some of the inconsistency with it. But I'm just like, yo, we're going to be all right, man. We're going to be all right. We going to be all right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
So 81 isn't going anywhere.
Yeah. And I wish that we could. I feel like so much we're like, we want to be good again. We want to be, we want to win a playoff game. We want to, all of these things though, like we keep wanting to make moves that take us away from that. Like I'm just wondering, when is the day where we say we want to go to the Super Bowl and we want to go to the Super Bowl because we have so much talent. It's disgusting. Why do we, it's like, we always want to like let go of our guys because we think something else better is walking through that door. Like, why aren't we ever like, we want to stack talent and then we want more talent and then we want another guy. Like we're always ready to say he's not good enough, release him. I'm like, but then I watch the Eagles every week. They're like, Adam, he's good. Adam, he's good. Add him too. Oh, him too. We don't need help there, but we're going to add a good player. Adam. So it's like, I'm trying to understand why we aren't like that. Like, is it that we're so used to losing that we're like, let's get rid of guys? Like, it just feels very like, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it's like, why do we always want to get rid of guys who might have a game or two that don't look good? We want talent. Like, I want more talent. Like, if anybody comes available tomorrow and we can go get them, I want to go get them. I don't want to lose somebody to go get them. So maybe it's just me, but I don't understand why we always want to like be off with people. Like, we need these people, all of them, and more people. Like, bring me more.
Hey, look, you know, I don't have that answer. I wish I did. I wouldn't be as frustrated as I get at times with fans, but I'm like, that's there. I don't think I'll be able to fully grasp it just because, you know, how we talk. I'm like, I've never saw the appeal in it. That's why I'm like, draft, I do not care about. Free agents is like, bro, if he's here and he can help, great. But it's like, man, I feel like we got everything we need here. It's like, I always feel that confidence, you know, but I get it though, man. And I do think part of it stems from just not wanting to be without, not wanting to be less than. And if you're constantly living in that state mentally about your team of, are we good enough? Now, if you're optimistic, it's we're good enough. But say you're pessimistic, right? Say you feel like, hey, I'm a realist. We're not good enough. The odds was winning the Super Bowl is just not good enough. Oh, it's just you're constantly going to feel like I need more. Whereas if you believe that, this team is good enough, you believe that this coach is good enough, you believe this organization is good enough, then you're always going to be operating from a stance of, we got enough. Oh, I can add that. Cool. Philly, I add that. Oh, he retired. Oh, cool. I add that too. I know we got enough already here, but I add that. I ain't tripping on none of that. Get that too then. Whereas our mindset is still more, oh my God, we're not good enough. Why aren't we good enough? Well, we just because mediocre, coach mediocre. I know he has had a lose season, but still, it's just not good enough. It's like we're not winning about 30 though. It's not good enough. I know we found 4. I know we're first in the division, but it's still shots. And that's when you live like that, and that's kind of like your mindset. It's like you're always going to be looking for the next best thing. And for some people, that's just who they are. And I think that that's what makes people beautiful. I love the snowflake. Right? Stick with your Christmas theme. The snowflake. What I mean is this, man, we're all different, right? My belief, the way that I feel about this team, me and you align, but we're still different, right? We still have different perspectives. Even that showed up earlier today. Then you got people in the chat. They're going to have a view on it, right? So everybody is just different, even though we're all a part of the same umbrella of Steelers fan, right? Wanting us to be successful.
Right.
It's just everybody's approach is different. Some people feel like in order to win, we got to fail. We got to bottom out. Others believe, man, we can win from where we're at and just adding a piece or two. Some believe, man, we got to take the core out and change that part, right? In terms of head coach, ownership, GM, right? Some people feel that. So everybody's going to take a different approach to how they think we can get to the finish line. And based on our experiences, we're going to feel validated in our stance. And that's what we all speak with the passion that we speak with. Yeah. But the reality is, it's like, the Steelers are, from a historical standpoint, one of the greatest franchises ever. When you're talking about Coach Tomlin, he's one of the greatest coaches ever in the NFL. That's just part of it. Whether you like him or not. Whether you like him or not, right? It's like, it just is what it is. He won a Super Bowl. When you do that at this level, you get put into a different conversation. Then when you throw in, how many years y'all hate the stat 19 going on now, right? No losing season, right? Your favorites don't have that, right? So that's the part where, once again, it's like, take the feelings out of it. This is just the reality of it. These are the cold hard facts.
Yeah. No, you're right. It's just wild to me that for so long we're like, get talent. Then we get talent. People are like, let go of the talent. I'm like, why would we do that? I want more. Even with Samuel, they're like, oh, of course. I'm like, bring it more. I don't care. Whoever you think, let's stack it.
If he's healthy and he can put his hand in the pile, man, come on.
Yeah.
Simon always says, I do not care how you got here. If you can help us, come on. Let's go.
Yeah,
man.
I don't care if it's 5 snaps or 15 snaps or 25 snaps. Like, if he can add value, I want the value. It's, I guess for me too, it's like we sit up here and we're always like the margins and this, and it's like the talent, everybody's talented. So you have to get the advantage. You have, like, the way you do that is almost playing like chess with different players, right? And it's
that's
like
literally it. Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's like, if we're going to do that, I want more pieces on my board. Then that's probably a terrible analogy because you can't add more chess pieces, but I want more options to be a better team versus not having any options. I don't want the cupboard to be bored. I love now that I can look at the practice squad and be like, oh, okay, when so-and-so's ready, that's options. Like,
literally,
mix them
TaNeisha,
in.
I'm so glad you said that. I'm over here like, bro, we got an MVS, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and freaking Asante Samuel Jr. on our practice squad right now.
Right. I love that.
I'm like, whether that's this week, 2 weeks, or 3 weeks from now, eventually those bullets get loaded in our clip. It's like, that's like, they ain't seen that. That's adding to us, man. You don't think that helps? Like, come on, man.
Yeah, it's like adding chocolate chips to your cookies.
You see what I'm saying?
Keep adding,
chocolate chips. You can have
or adding pecans. Do you say pecans or pecans?
Well, when I grew up, I would say pecans, but then everybody says pecans. So it just depends on who I'm around. I'm like, oh, if y'all want to sound bougie, pecans. If I want to sound like I'm back at the crib, let me get that pecan, bruh. Okay.
Do you say caramel or caramel?
I say caramel when I'm with my guys, and when I'm with them bougie folks, look at some caramel. Yeah, you know how that is. Yeah. Cool. What say you though? Are you a caramel or caramel?
No, I say caramel. Okay. I say caramel, and I say pecans.
Okay. I'm just curious. You know how I go.
Anyways,
depends on my set. Depends on how you want to hear it.
You're better than me. I'm always saying pecans, and I'm always saying caramel.
There it is. I'm like, oh, all right, it's a little stuffy in this one.
You're like, I need that contract. What are we saying, Carmel? Okay, Carmel.
I like the mahogany in here. It's like, I get it. All right, I got it.
That's awesome. I love that. Did we get through all the super chats? I know there was a few.
I got a couple more that just popped up, man. Shout out to the homie Karma God as well. He says, Moats, you can still win a Super Bowl, but as a coach, look, man, I dig it. I respect it. I was fine when I walked away. If that was the only thing I walked away without having, because everything else day go that I wanted. Oh, I got it. I wanted to be a part of an organization that won a lot. I wanted to be a part of a defense that, what I told myself, man, prior to coming to Pittsburgh, if you can play for the Steelers, man, with the history they've had, if you could play here, man, you are officially validated as a football player, as a defender in your lifetime. Because all the baddest linebackers when I was growing up, man, it's like, yo, if you want to play defense, bro, everybody goes to Pittsburgh, Steelers. And I didn't even like the Steelers. I was a Cowboys fan. Die hard.
Bless your heart.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Well, shout out to 96, right? That was what sparked it off for me. And oddly enough, who was it against? These guys, right? So for me, it was like, but it was always that mindset, yo, you can play here, bro, play anywhere. So I got that. That was accomplished. I got my one little highlight where I'm like, hey guys, you heard of Brett Favre? And it's like, oh, all right. So I got that moment too. I got a ton of jerseys. That was a vibe. And then I even got a chance to get just enough money to get the house with the picket fence and the doggies. I wanted the little, no exaggeration, TaNeisha, I was probably 6 years old, bro. Had this vision. House, picket fence, doggies. 2 little doggies, wife and the kids, though. I didn't know how many kids. I know I want wife and the kids, though. And it was the vision. And now when I wake up, I'm like, yo.
You got it.
Got it. So I don't want to speak on it too much, though, because I don't want to jinx. But I was like, yo, we got it. It's here. All right. I don't know how long we get it, but we got it.
I love that.
So
good for you.
Yeah, so no need for the Super Bowl, baby. I'm good on Super Bowl. If it happens, great. Trust me, man. The game has given me more than enough, man. All right. In fact, I feel like I owe the game. That's why we still doing YouTube stuff. All right. Because I feel like I owe them double, triple. They changed my life so many days times. Lord have mercy. I just want to get a league a hug. Can I just hug you, NFL? I don't even know how to hug you. I just hug you. I appreciate you. You ain't gonna never hear me talk bad. Yep. And yes, the check still be hit. Oh Lord, it still be hit. All right, so we here. you think all right? You think I'm playing? I'd have been on the other side. All right. I shout out to Wendy's. Shout out to Circuit City. All right. You know what I mean? Hey. Somebody, you had to get it. Yeah, oh my goodness. You know. All right.
I love it. I love that. So bad. That's actually the best. I love that. That is so good. That is so good. That is so good.
Okay. You know what I mean? Just a little backstory. It's how I be sometimes. You know what I mean? It's how I be. All right, then we got our final super chat that just popped up. Shout out to the homie Karma God, and shout out to you as well, man. I wish say about $10 million to play the rest of the season or bust. Man, look, $10 million is a lot of money, bro. It's a lot of money. But if I did that, then I couldn't do this with TaNeisha. So I would have to say hard pass on the $10 million.
You're lying.
I want to hang with TaNeisha to stream. All right, guys. So I appreciate that.
If it's not out,
you know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something. if they got out that there's a contract on the table for you, I would be the first person that was like, if you don't take your ass and go the team.
Hey, look, guys, I thought about it. TaNeisha was like, yeah, what are we gonna do a victory formation if you in meetings? You know what I mean? Like, how we gonna do therapy Tuesdays or turn up Tuesdays if you gotta do that? I was like, I get it. You right. You right. You right.
All of that 10 million. Okay. We're gonna figure out the rest. I will take notes every game and we will just dissect it in the offseason at that point. I'm gonna show up to every line. I'm like, okay, in week 2. Like, forget that. He's going to get that 10 million.
While you in week 2 of acquiring 10 mil, this is what happened. I wanted to ask you this, but I didn't want to interrupt you because I knew we needed you to prepare for this game, all right? Because we needed passions, we needed plays to be made.
100%.
And this is what you tell us. You tell us about the players.
I am down for the cause. Period. I will take my notes and I will save them until after you win the Super Bowl, and then we're gonna go back through them starting in April. We're gonna go all through each week. Everything. Forget that. Shoot, 10 million. Okay. And even if I have to reach out to your wife and be like, "No, girl, go get that money, girl." Like,
I can even see my wife looking at me talking about so. Boy, you said how much? Said what? Well,
period.
On this bed.
Period. Yeah, he's going.
But look, man, shout out to the fact that what they say, the Lord will never put more on you than you could bear. Okay, He know I don't need that in my life. I don't need that stress. All right, I walked away. I'm happy. All right, and I'm at peace. Okay, He know not to put certain temptations like that. So just keep that up over there, man. No, we ain't about to speak that evil into the ether. Okay, we don't need that.
And that would be a temptation too, wouldn't it?
That's a heavy temptation. Yeah. Because there's certain promises I made to myself, and it's like, oh, that's because there's certain things you have to weigh. It's like, yo, you get to that stage where, and I know for me it was, hey, was the money that you about to continue to get paid worth the risk? After watching my dog Shazier, right?
It's
like,
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But 10 mil for 8 years, not for 3 years. He said 10 for 8 years. It's like 365 days, 366 on the leap year.
You're in your super dad mode.
We don't even play that many football games. I'm like, yo, it ain't even that many days in a football like full calendar year if we being technical about it. And since I'm a vet, I could finagle my way up out of all that OTA offseason stuff. And if you give me 10 milli, that means I'm guaranteed you can't get rid of me. So I'm gonna holler at you midway through training camp anyways.
That's hilarious.
Don't practice on Wednesdays, all right? You know what time we are. It's like I can make this. I think I can make this work. It's just for 8 years. It's just one season.
Yeah.
Like, come on, guys.
That's crazy.
Now I'm back over here. All right, I told myself I wasn't gonna come back in this thing. I said I wasn't gonna do this again. Oh man, I knew I won't go back. Yeah, that's what it be feeling like, man.
Yeah.
All right,
that's awesome. Yeah. Oh wait, he upped it for you.
Oh Lord,
the answer is already yes. Like the answer was yes at 10.
Oh, there. All right, so. Because TaNeisha would be rolling with me, as long as she's the GM in this, or at least gets to shadow the GM.
Oh my gosh!
Then I'm down for it. Okay, she would have to. She needs access to shadow the GM. If she could shadow the GM, I'll do it for 14. All right, I'll do it for 14.
And I will sign an NDA and never tell a peep.
Boom. There it is. All right. Peep. There it is. Okay. But that's the only. All right. That's the way. Okay. That's the way. Because I know I can sell this to the kids and be like, yo, guys, don't worry about it, man. You know how many vacations we're about to take? All right, I'm gonna be gone for this year. And you're not, hey, if you want to be homeschooled with the best private tutor for the next however many years, that's what you want. All right. We could take one of the four that you said 14 left. We take one of them 14s and then boom, we'll get you the best tutor you want in the world. All right.
Ever.
It'll be with us on every vacation you want to be on. Okay.
Yeah,
we'll call it your nanny if you want. All right, you like the little TV show, the little nanny, if you want to. I don't care. Sorry.
Yeah, I love it. I love that.
Yeah,
I like the questions too. Like, shout out to everybody who sent super chats and asked questions in the chat and all those things. Like, we see them now. Do we see them often? Sometimes I just see a word, and sometimes it scrolls. And so I just appreciate like when the chat is like so engaged with what we're doing and wants to, ask questions. So like, shout out to you all asking questions, being engaged, wanting to know. I love that. See, they've always wanted to ask these questions of you, Moats. They just want to know what you think.
Man. But this isn't good though. All right, because like I said, I honestly don't ever want to have to do it again. Okay. But there's certain numbers you throw out that it makes you have to like have a hard
You
conversation
have
with
to have
yourself. And that's the problem.
it.
If you would have said 5, it'd be like, all right, bro,
No,
easy,
yeah,
big fella. You feel me?
yeah,
Easy. But 10 is like, dang, bro. All right. you
yeah.
you too cool for 10. It's like, all right. So
I
you that
love
nice,
that.
huh? So you that
I love
good?
that.
I mean, like you might still be that good, but you ain't even gonna think about it. Like I might still think about it and come to a conclusion where it's like, all right, guys, just for a little bit.
I mean, even at the very least, though,
but
like
you got
you'd
to
be a
consider that.
veteran.
You got to
You'd be a
consider that. Yeah,
veteran. You
yeah,
know, so
absolutely.
like at the very, very least, it's
Yeah.
like, oh, I need to be here like for the guys. That I mean, what? I'm sorry, I
Look,
don't think we're saying a better
that's the
job.
other role. Hey, look, that's the other role. Can I just be this? Can I be the Udonis Haslam of the team? I just want to be on the team and just I will show up and talk and motivate and do all the little. Come on, let's watch film. Let's do all of that.
Right? That's what I'm saying. What a
But
better role in sports that
hey,
when
look,
you
hey,
get
look.
older and your body is tired and
You
everything is
ready?
harder. Like,
This is the problem, right? You see how your mom went there? The dog never goes away. Your dog
right.
never, your
Hey,
dog never
but
goes away.
listen.
So like you
Sometimes
talking
when
about
you
some
take
back
that
up, like,
step,
yeah.
sometimes when you take that step, you're gonna go. Listen, coach, I'm
Because
out here, but
in my mind, I'm like, what John Wick said, they keep asking me, am I back? As I'm killing the next person, I think I'm back. I dang it. Yeah. I think I'm back.
Okay.
Like,
So
you
I
know
have
what I
a
mean?
question. I have a question. When you were asked that question, did you mentally feel like did you mentally remember what it was like to be there, or were you just like,
no? So this the thing, because like I said, I did it so much. I was very fortunate to play as much as I did. It's never a can I or man, do I need to go there? It's you day to day. It's try to keep the switch off.
oh,
Like
okay,
I don't even want to entertain it because and that's why I joke about you never lose that dog in you.
Yeah.
When you've done it as long as I was fortunate enough to do it personally, like your level of confidence in your own self, it's like, yo, I no exaggeration. I promise I can't make this up. I was driving and I was like thinking to myself, like throughout my career, right? 9 years. I'm like, yo, could you admit if anybody that was on your team that you physically played with was better than you at your position? And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, I play a long time. And I got like 3 dudes in my mind. I'm legitimately like, you know what? They got me. All right. 3.5. I say 3.5 dudes. I was like, yo, they legitimately had me. But I'm like, yo, to even be able to like with confidence and totally feel like, yo, that was me. That's why I don't even like to like joke about it because it's like I was really out there. So I'm like, yeah, I don't feel like I can't ever. No, it's like, man, I'm in shape right now. I know I can go out there and play a snap. I could play this weekend. I ain't tripping on that. Now the question is, what I look like on Monday, how I feel the next week. Like that's what I don't want to deal with. When my knees start feeling funny, when this big toe missed the get off, that's what I call it. Cause hey man, it's maybe my money, right? That's what I started. I'm like, yo, that's gonna be hell.
Yeah. It's funny you say that because I feel the same way with research.
Yeah.
Like when someone's like, oh, what about that? And I'm like, yeah, but did you research it? And they're like, yeah, I researched. I'm like, no. Like, what are your source? And so I feel that because I have to turn it off. Like sometimes I realize like some people's research is just like going to Google.
It's like you're too qualified. You're too qualified at times.
Well, and it's so when you said that, I have to tell myself sometimes, like, nope, that's good enough. Like, let it go, girl. That's good enough.
I have to do that for myself with the thought of playing. I'm very cognizant about it, even when I'm at games or events, and people are always like, yo, man, because to me, it's like, yo, I believe it because I've seen it and I've actually like done it. So like that confidence is just different. And that's why it's like, man, people will feel like, oh man, you're just biased because it's like, no, bro, when you have that level of confidence, you just believe in. For me, you think of who was the main like foundation piece professionally for me where I had that confidence, it's still the same dude. So that's the other reason why I was like, yo, I'm going to have even more confidence in him because I knew how confident I was and where I was. And then where I elevated to solely because of what he was pouring into me, And that's
Yep.
what you hear me talk about Coach T the way I do, Dick LeBeau, Keith Butler, and then Debo, because physically that was what he's one of my 4, right? When I'm like, all right, man, it's a small group of people that I'm like, yeah, bro, I can admit, all right, you got me, right? He was one of the ones for me, right? But it's like, those are the things that make it so like you're so confident, because like, yo, man, I've lived all of that. I've learned from this. I've experienced that. And it's like, yo, man, hell yeah, I can do all this, man. I ain't never tripping on that. Never tripping on it. So that's the thing, man. I just keep the switch off. Just turn it off. You ain't never gonna worry about it. Just keep it off. Yeah. All right. And in the midst of us keeping it off, now we got some more supers that popped up in here. Okay. All right. Let's tap in with this real quick, man. Now that y'all done trying to get me up out of here, man. Karma God's back in the building. Shout out, because now you're the GM. Remember that. Now he didn't got you in the building. He got me 14 M's. You got your GM spot.
Okay.
Says TaNeisha gets to pick the draft picks for 2027. I like that. Now, my question is this, though. Who would you pick, though?
God, 2027?
Yeah. Or you can make it 2026 if you want to.
I've long said for my 2026 draft in the first round, I'm going deep. I'm going like the best pass rusher or linebacker I can get. I've said that. I've said that since May.
Let's do it.
These quarterbacks, I mean, this is kind of the meat of the season, right? Like this is the point where I want to see who's going to elevate and who's not going to elevate into the playoffs. So I'll give them that. This is their time to kind of prove to me that maybe we should go quarterback or sooner rather than later. I'm just like, you can never go wrong with a pass rusher that's going to change and alter what you do. Because my philosophy is this, just so everybody knows. We face Joe Burrow, we face Lamar Jackson, and we have the Browns, whoever they're going to have at quarterback. If we can't get a quarterback that's going to be better than those guys, the only way to neutralize them is how you saw Patrick Mahomes get neutralized in the Super Bowl. And that is a solid defensive line. So that's always been my thing, is like, if I have to look at this in that perspective, it's always going to be that. Like, it's always going to be defense to neutralize what those other teams have. Lamar Jackson's going nowhere. Joe Burrow's going nowhere. So how can we beat them? So that's kind of where I'm at.
There it is. I like it. I like it, man. It all boils down to who impacts the football the most, man. Quarterbacks, that's why they get paid the most. Pass rushers next up. And then you got left tackles because they got to protect that dude. And there's wide receiver and DB. So trust me, we on the same page. We are on the same page. All right, let's go. And then the homie, Justin Gordon.
Welcome back, Justin.
Shout out to you, Justin. We appreciate you being back as well. And always appreciate the super chat as well. He says, I'm so fatigued. I couldn't get excited for the latest moves. We convinced ourselves trading GP and replacing him with Jonnu Smith was better for the team. I just want to see consistent competitive ball from my favorite team. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with that. And you know, whenever we start talking about what we deem as a consistent or competitive team, from my perspective, it's subjective, right? Because I can sit here and say 5-4 is competitive, 5-4 is winning in the division, but you could also say, man, look, I just don't like how it looks and it doesn't feel good enough. And that's why I was like, yeah, man, the competitive, the consistent part, that's just going to be a personal Philly thing. So nothing wrong with that at all, man. And for 14 versus 81, don't look at it as apples to apples. Think of it as a philosophy. 14 and 80 or 14 and DK, passing wise would have been more vertical, right? But Arthur Smith is still going to want to play with tight ends. He has a familiarity with Jonnu Smith, even dating back to Tennessee. So that part, he was going to want him here just because of this is one of my pieces that I've had a lot of success with in general. Jonnu Smith also, right? We know last year in Miami was his best year ever, but the majority of his best seasons have been when he's been under Arthur Smith. So that part, it was more of a just overarching philosophy of I want this player here because I want to use tight ends. I want to condense the field and make you play with your big guys because everybody thinks that the small athletes are the best athletes. So let me bring out my bigger athletes and show you how a Darnell Washington is a mismatch. Show you how Pat Frymouth is a mismatch. Show you how Jonnu Smith is a mismatch. And those dudes have shown it at various points in times. The consistency part, it's a lot of variables with that. We talked about it, man. Shoot, you could be feeling consistent. Then, hey, a wide receiver doesn't come down with the pass and it gets picked. Where's your consistency at, right?
Yeah.
You could feel like you want to be consistent. O-line misses a blocking assignment. Now it's a tackle for a loss or a sack. Doesn't feel consistent. So that's the part where I look at that part and I'm focusing on the nuance of it and saying, okay, well, it went wrong because of this one thing, but that doesn't mean they're not consistent. It just means, yo, that play has to be better, right? You'll look at that and say, hey, man, just be more consistent. We all saying the same thing. It's just about how we're getting to the end part of it. So that's the long answer to why I don't look at the 14 for 81 as an apples to apples. 14, it was just, man, internally, they weren't feeling everything that was going on with that. And knowing that he was going to be wanting a contract, hey, if I don't want to deal with that because of the history of some of our wide receivers that we've dealt with, our track record.
Yeah, I
think, it's like, that's why you make the moves.
And I think too, sometimes that it's kind of like when you're building a house and you're ready for it to go up. And the only thing that's happening is the studs. And you're like, I don't care about this crap. And people are like, you need to care, because if it's not right, the house is going to fall down. I feel like this, or if you do construction in your house and you're like, I have to pay how much to do something behind the wall that I'm never going to see. Like, I think that's what this is. It's another variation of it. There's so many ways you have to build a team. And I think that sometimes we see it as 1-for-1 because that's what we see. But I think that it's a bigger dynamic to what we're trying to do. And I will say, like, you've heard me, Justin Gordon.
Justin Gordon? Yeah.
You've heard me on here. Like, I feel closer to what you feel as well. I think what helps me is the back end nuances where it's like, yes, do I want to, I've said, I want to have a blowout. Like, I've said the same things, but at the same time, it's like, but I'm going to trust this process and see what we are, and then kind of figure out the other things. Because listen, turn on football on Sunday. You're going to be looking around. You're going to be like, oh, we're not that. Woo, we're definitely not that. Like, we're closer than we think. We just don't know if we're close enough, or if we're close, but it's still not good enough. That's kind of where I'm at. Like, I think
TaNeisha, my question is, what are we saying close to, though?
No, I'm saying, I think for him, I'm saying, like, based on what
because that's what I'm saying. I was like, who is the person, like, and that's when I was like, which team is the team that we're saying?
No, I think what he's saying is wins.
Yeah.
I think he's wanting the wins. I think he's wanting the work and the play to transition to wins. So I'm like, we're so close.
But I was also specific with that too. But even with the wins conversation, it's once again, it's like, which team are you saying is that there?
Well, but that's the point, though. I think that I could be wrong. I think that what he's saying is he wants to be the team that wins. That's what I think he's saying. And so if he's measuring, if his only measurement in this is wins and losses, then he's right. Because wins and losses, okay, it speaks for itself. But if he's saying
5-4, the best team right now is what, 7-2?
Right, but that's still not good enough. $50 is still not 100.
And you're number one in your division too, though. You can't get to a Super Bowl without winning your division to get to the postseason, correct? That's what I'm like.
What you're saying is not wrong.
I'm with you.
But I think the way that he's looking at it is he wants to see more wins more often, as opposed to feeling like, because that's where I see like the consistent and competitive. I think that's where he's coming from, because I think I'm putting a lot of words into his mouth, but I think that's where he's coming from. Is like that.
I like when you talk for Justin, because I ask you questions for Justin. Like, well,
you're talking through me to get to him. Yeah, you're like making me defend him.
I'm like, well, what about this, Justin? What about this, Justin?
It's okay, Justin. I got your back. Okay, I can handle it. Get behind me. I got this. Okay, not. I got this.
There we go.
But
there we go.
And if that is what you're saying, Justin, then I agree with you, and I see where you're coming from, because you want to be in the win column. You want to feel comfortable, right? You want to be like, we're there. I got it. I get it.
Ooh. So TaNeisha, or Justin via TaNeisha. Based on all the information that we've seen this season, based on all the information that we've seen throughout NFL seasons, is what you are desiring a realistic thing? Is it realistic to see a team win every single week with a comfortable margin in today's NFL? If that's the way you're going to ask the question, no, because I don't even want to jump the gun though. I don't even want you to take it based off what I'm saying. I want however internally Justin Gordon is speaking, right? Because you feeling you like, yo, this is because of Justin, right? And Justin was saying like this. And I was like, so whatever that metric is, whatever that in your mind is, hey, I'm reaching for this based on everything that we've seen. Is it realistic? And if it is realistic, what is the proof that we can say, hey, this is the proof that we've seen this happen before? This is the team that's currently doing it right now. Heck, in the past 5 years, we've seen this team do it. Because I'm just trying to figure out where the standard that we're holding our team to for what we want. I'm still trying to find where that team is anywhere in the NFL over the past 5 seasons. Like even when we were talking about the Mahomes Chiefs teams that were like kicking butt, they weren't going undefeated. They were still getting beat. They were still winning close one score, get it out 13 seconds. How do you figure it out, right? Giving up points, everything. And it's like, yo, they still win it, but it's like,
but I think talk about
it's like we're supposed to be here, like perfect every single time.
Practically, and he's talking about how he feels.
Why can't both things be true? Why can't we mix the practical and the feel together and get reality?
Because we're humans.
What's wrong with that?
Everyone's not capable of that.
What's wrong with that? What you mean? What you mean?
You bust out a book right now and explain to you?
Cool.
Like,
bring that's not, okay, you got your feelings. All right, this the reality. Okay, this that. Boom, we are.
Because what he's saying is he wants to be like the Eagles for the past 3 years. He wants to be the Eagles.
The Eagles be hollering about firing the coach the past 3 years, and they won the Super Bowl.
Right,
we love the coach again.
But see, I'm just trying to give you an example where he's seeing the Eagles, because that's the team that came up. He's seeing them win tight games. He's seeing them do things more consistently. Now, do they want to fire their coach? Is it all the things? Cool. But I think though the feeling of winning.
But is that a feeling? Is that true though? Because of us watching them as a satellite versus how we are. I'm here on everything Steeler. I don't feel like that'd be the case if you watch the Eagles that way, if you watch the Chargers that way, if you watch the Chiefs that way, if you watch the Bills, I think the Ravens. You know what I mean?
It's not that. I think it's the history of the organization. I think it goes back to when they became a Steelers fan. They became a Steelers fan. Yeah, but as of late, we can't win a playoff game. And I think when you started becoming a Steelers fan, you just saw them winning. And I'm not going to say it was easy. It was never easy, but I think it felt better. It looked better. And they were winning. And they were doing things, even if they didn't go to the Super Bowl every year, but they were winning more than they were losing. And now I feel like sometimes, I think what Justin is saying, now I feel like sometimes he feels like we're kind of settling. And we're not winning like that. Now our franchise is a little bit different because we're not winning like we used to. And then we're not in the playoffs winning like we're used to. I think that's where Justin is coming from. Is like he just wants to think and feel like we're going to win. And I don't think he feels like that right now. Yeah. I think that bothers him. Oh my God, Justin. Just in time. Just in time. Yes,
Justin. If you do not get me off this hot seat,
Justin. Yes.
Just say, Justin, you better speak.
That's exactly what I said. Like he wants to feel like to feel like we're going to win.
Let's go. And Karma God, I did see your super chat. We are going to come back to you, but Justin just followed up, so I wanted to make sure we got him in the moment right here. All right. So he says, I was in the building Sunday with my sons, and we just looked pathetic on offense. Other weeks, the D pause looks sad. I know what a first round exit looks like. Not respect on that. So
see, Justin, thank you. Oh, and by the way, Karma God, the way you're keeping track in the chat, give me some points, okay?
Yeah,
I'm cooking notes up here. Where are my points?
Hey, whatever y'all say, babe. Whatever y'all say. But this the funny thing, though, man. But the funny thing is this, though. It's like, in all seriousness, is like I'm listening to him say, "I know what a first round exit looks like." So when I hear these like comments, to me, I'm like, well, what's the purpose of even believing that you're going to win anything going forward if you know what the first round exit looks like? If it's already doom and gloom, if it's already so like,
I think that's the fear,
just death. But what I'm saying is, if it's such a fear that it's such a reality, there's nothing that should change based on what we currently have right now. We said you're not about to switch your head coach, you're not about to switch your quarterback, right? There are even Asante Samuel Jr., right? We're going to hold on to the optimism, knowing that he had spinal fusion surgery and just got cleared, right? But in our minds, like, yo, he's the answer, right? So if we're already just so doom and gloom about it, what would make that optimistic? That's why I don't want to go negative, because I'm like, if we go like, I could break it down to where it's so much negative where you shouldn't ever want to watch this team play another down of football.
But that's what he said. That's how he started this.
But my thing is this: if that's the belief, then like, why are you looking to change it for right now? Just chalk it up to this. You chalk it up to this year though, because you're already 5-4.
This is his team.
But you're already there. But it's already there though. How do we change it? Yeah, nothing changes.
No, because he wants it to change.
Even though the reality says you're first in the division, you're 5-4, you've beaten 2 of the top teams in the whole NFL, but it's still, this is the first round exit. So it's like, man, if all of what has already taken place has you today already saying this is a first round exit, what do you say about the Colts then? Are the Colts a first round exit? Are the Patriots first round exit?
That's a different conversation for a different day.
But think about this though. But think about this, right? You're looking at the Colts and what they're doing, and they're actually winning and blowing teams out. And I also agree with you. Look at them like, hey, bro, that looks sweet to me.
Yeah.
But we're on the but we could have that 7-2 record and be like, oh man, we about to win a Super Bowl. No, ain't nobody about to see us. And you see the difference is like, what changes that? We're talking 2 difference in games.
Because we're the Steelers.
God,
it's different. But I'm just saying, like, it's different.
I get it.
Like,
yeah.
It's like I can look at it. I say this in college football all the time. I don't know what a good analogy is for the NFL, but sometimes we'll say the Colts. Sometimes a 7-2 team in the NFL, you're kind of like, who do they play? Remember last year? Was it last year when Bland for the Cowboys kept getting pick sixes?
Yeah.
But then if you dug into that, you were like, okay, they played Daniel Jones and the Giants. They played, insert other terrible team that ended up having the winning record. So did he do that? Absolutely. Was it impressive? Absolutely. Was he playing also the worst quarterbacks in the NFL? Absolutely. So it's not that I'm taking things away from him. I'm just adding some context to what we're seeing. I think what he's saying is we're the Steelers, and I want to feel confident in knowing we're the Steelers. We're going to win, and we're going to be dominant, and that's what we're going to do. And he's saying he just doesn't feel that right now, and he doesn't like that he doesn't feel that.
I like it. Shout out to Justin Gordon, man. And shout out to you being the spokesman for Justin Gordon. Y'all doing an awesome job. Justin has spun the block back on me too. Karma God, I promise you we're going to get to you. We just in the heart of it right now, okay? Karma God, I promise.
This is a full-blown debate show. We don't even know, by the way, we don't even know how long we've been live because we can't see any
It doesn't even show us. It doesn't show us, all right? I know we're still live because the comments are still going in. And when I click on my YouTube, I still see me and you up there and it's still saying live. It says 2 hours and 26 minutes and counting. All right, we are in the thick of it now. Okay,
it's gonna be like 2 a.m. and we're gonna be like, and then on 4th down, they said.
By the time we done, me, X Concepts, we both gonna need cold showers. All right, you ain't the only one. All right, we gonna both need a cold shower. Okay, but let me get back in this thing. I ain't done just yet. Let's keep fighting for honor and glory. Okay, shout out to Justin Gordon. Okay, my man say, yo, 2020 Titans, 491 points scored. 3,653 passing yards, 2,690 rushing yards, and a combined 59 touchdowns, 33 passing, 26 rushing. Where is that for us? I'm assuming 2020 is this the Derrick Henry down there, Ryan Tannehill time frame? I feel like is that time? I don't even know 2020 Titans. I'm like, I feel like is that season where they went AFC Championship and lost? Yeah, is that
I don't know, but we're not them.
I don't know. Yeah, it's a different team.
We're not them.
You got Ryan Tannehill and Derrick Henry. Like it's different in terms of what they were trying to do offensively. You know? Yeah. But once again, I'm just trying to figure out if we're doing the historical part now. I feel like, okay, how does that also not benefit the argument for the Steelers? But I'm once again speaking on confidence, or if we want to go from 2017 on, right, when we haven't won a playoff game, right? Because I was out there last time we won the playoff game, 2016. I remember. I got you. I'm with you. We on the same page. What have the Titans done? Justin, I'm just trying to figure it out, man. I'm confused, man.
Okay, in order for me to keep winning this argument, you have to keep it current. Okay, you got to go last year, this year. Okay, because when you go back that far, I will lose. Okay, so for us to win this argument, you got to keep it current. Because if you go back a couple of years, I got us. But if you go back too far, it's like I don't got us. So I'm just, Because, just saying. Concept said that doesn't work.
I just be wanting
it won't
to
work
hear.
for you either.
I just want to hear the tea, like the tea in today's NFL. I'm just waiting on that day because I love the feeling part. I love the how we could I could throw it out there and not have to hold my feet to the fire on any of it. It's just, hey, it's a feeling.
He just wants to win.
But I just want to know which team do you feel are doing it. That's all.
That's what
give
I'm
me
saying.
that name.
That's
I just want the name. No, because I feel like I'm fighting a ghost right now. I feel like we're arguing about a ghost. It's like, hey, this is a mythological. No. And it's like, put them in here, put them in this form, and now point them out. What is who is the standard? No, I'm not cheating. I just want to know this feeling. Who am I putting them against? Give me that to let me. This is like that because this team. Who's making you feel like that in terms of who you compare us to? That is a legitimate question, is it not?
Okay, that is
because a legitimate question. You feel that way because of some other team.
Right, but who has done it?
Because how could you feel that way? You can't feel less than. Think, TaNeisha, how can I feel less than unless I look and I see somebody else that does have what I want, what I desire? So with that being the case, who is winning at such a clip that has us at this level of pessimism when I just said the best team in the AFC only has 2 wins more than us, and
then I'll go back to my Eagles example.
And I think that's a great example. Where are they this year? Have they been perfect this year? Have they been perfect this year? Because we watched them scrape out of, and how many wins is that above us? You catch what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, but 7-2. Can we admit that 7-2 is better than 5-4?
Is that not a semantic though? I feel like at times because it's like 2 games.
Your argument is semantics. Your argument is who's doing it, and then if I give you an example, you say, "Yeah, but they're not that much better." But they are better. He just wants us to be better.
The conversation isn't just be better. He said this is what a first round exit looks like. Do you look at the Eagles and say they're a first round exit?
That was the second super chat. See the basis of his argument. The basis of his argument.
But you can't advance the argument and then go right back to this part of when you advanced it by saying that.
But the foundation of his argument is he wants to win. That's the foundation of his argument. He wants to feel confident. Mm-hmm. And what did he say? He wants to be consistency.
I'll pull it up. Because he said hold on, I got you. I'm gonna pull him up.
I can't remember the words.
I want to see consistent competitive ball from my team.
Correct.
So that's all he said, right? Unless you, I ain't cut you off.
Foundation of just being consistent and competitive. I think what he's saying is he wants more wins in what's going on, because if we're more consistent and more competitive, we win. Example, if Aaron Rodgers completes some of those passes to wide open receivers, we look consistent and we look competitive, because recency bias, the last game we saw, it didn't look that competitive. Like, we just didn't look.
What does competitive? Let's just get that part.
Like, you have probably. I think what he's saying is like you have a chance to win the game.
So TaNeisha, I asked you a question then. Bears fourth quarter, it was like 2 minutes left. They're up 41, I think, to 25 at one point, right? Is that competitive or is that just completely over? Because you know how it ended, right? We know it was an onside kick. I'm just competitive is what I'm speaking of, because you said it didn't feel like we were competitive at times versus the Chargers. So I'm just trying to pull a reference to say, okay, in this situation that just was 2 weeks ago, right? Current reference example. Do you feel like that was competitive? Because if you feel like that was competitive and now I bring it apples to apples to us versus Chargers and I say, well, this was a tighter point spread throughout the whole game. We were constantly in this league the whole time, point spread wise. Why is that viewed as competitive and we're not? That's why I bring up them. You know what I mean? Like, I know we're not them, but it's like, that's why I reference them. Because I'm like, I just want to know, like, if it's not us, then just who? So I can look and say, all right, let me study them so I can figure out what we got to do to be better. That's all I'm saying. Yeah,
I think if we look consistent game after game after game with basic things, I think that's what he's saying. I also think that, and I say this all the time, as Steelers fans, because I feel this way too, I am spoiled and I am privileged in a lot of ways because I've been able to watch some really good football for years, decades, for a long, I've always been able to watch my team play good football, even when we didn't have a quarterback, even when it didn't matter. I was able to see my team play good football, and I always felt good and I felt confident. I think the further we get away from that playoff win, the further we get away from some of the definites, I think this is how people will start to feel, right? And the funny thing is that's why I came up with the elite average, right? Because I know what it feels like to be elite. I remember what that looks like. I know what it feels like. But the average side of us is frustrating. And I think he's talking about the average side of us of being like, can we just, and I think what he's saying too is right now it feels like we're on the same path that we've been down, and he doesn't want to go down that path anymore.
Hey, shout out, man. This is fun. I enjoy it. As much as I would love to go right back into this thing, I'm like, we'll be up here till 5 a.m.
No,
that's why I'm just like, for the sake of me being on the East Coast, I'm going to agree to disagree. We can have different perspectives on this. Hey, respect, man. Respect.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing. It just comes from your perspective. Like, it's hard being a fan because we don't know anything else but what we see our team one time a week. And so our perspective is what we see them not one time a week.
But that's the dope part, though, because it's still a legitimate argument. Like, everything that Justin said, everything that you're saying is still 100% valid on that side of it. And then the things I'm saying are valid as well. But that's the nuanced part. And that's also the fun of the season, because it's like, we're feeling like this today. But we know just a week ago when we beat the Colts, we could have asked Justin Gordon, are we consistent? Are we competitive? And he's singing a different song and dance, right? You lose. We know this is how we respond. So I get it. We feel that. Trust me. And we know we win this week coming up. We'll be coming right back in here and it's gonna be like, hey, are we consistent? Are we competitive across the board? We know energy is always up when you win. Beat your chest, right? So I get it. And that's why I'm like, we could agree to disagree.
And you know what? Maybe that is the question we start asking moving forward. After every game, like on Tuesdays, we'll say, were we is it? Consistent and
competitive. You know what I mean? Because it's like we've seen it too many times already this season. After all 5 victories, right? We only lost 4 of them. After the 5 victories, the energy be so bomb. I'm King Kong, man. So, and then when we lose, like, oh my God, behead him, stone that man. Who is he? It's like, dang, bro. Is it really that polar opposite week to week? Like 7 days a week? That's what we feeling like. But that's why I get frustrated when I'm like, well, just which team do y'all look at? And then that's why we did the whole thing where it's like, well, we ain't asked about that. I'm like, well, I am asking that because dang, what if you expect us to do that? Tell me who is so that way we can make it real. Because but we ain't going there. We done.
Yeah, and to answer, we're never going to have that answer because you're right in that aspect. That's why I'm like, it's just about his expectations.
It's fun though. I love this, man. I love it. Oh, man. Hopefully y'all enjoying this one. Hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, man, if you're new to the channel. And make sure y'all hit the like button. Go subscribe to TaNeisha channel as well at Really Flawed Football, man. Show her some love, all right? Because she do this. This is what we do, all right? Shout out, man. Let's go.
For this also.
Let's go.
Are we behind on Super Chats?
Well, yeah, I got to still get Karma God, all right? Because remember, I was supposed to get Karma God a little while ago. And then
you were.
I blame Justin, okay? Because he was being consistent and competitive. So shout out to Justin.
Justin. I love that.
But Karma Guy says, most TaNeisha, Browns or Jets culture?
Jets. Jets, because at least they have a new coach right now, and at least they all know they're in a rebuild. I appreciate they knew they needed to do a fire sale. They did a fire sale. I don't trust anything Cleveland does ever. So I'm sorry. I just can't. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going Browns because I like Stefanski. I think he's way better than Aaron Gordon today. I just look at one I got the coach of the year part. Now, granted, Aaron Glenn might change it around. He might turn it over, but I haven't seen any version of success, whereas I know what Cleveland was before Stefanski got there, and Stefanski has had them boys winning a playoff game. Like, granted, we know everything that's transpired after, but I'm like, they went from winning 1 game in 2 years, and we played against them during that 2-year span. And it was like, oh, this is the stat game. Everybody get a chance, baby. Everybody get a chance. To them, actually, I'm watching it. I'm retired now. Watching them beat Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers at the crib in the playoffs. I'm just like, bro, what? So that's the reason why I say Browns in that standpoint, right? But both teams suck. Both cultures suck. Both trash. Like, it is what it is. Heck, Jets don't even. Jets are called New York Jets and they play in Jersey. So you know how I feel about them. I don't have a lot of love for Nah. But once again, you talking about two teams that I have like disdain for, anyways. Bills, Jets, Steelers, Browns. So,
great question.
Yeah, that was like either way. Yeah, I like that though, man. Shout out, and then Carvalho, Moats, TaNeisha, No Limit or Cash Money for the round 3. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. I'm gonna go Cash Money because I was just listening to by Juvie. That's you can't keep on it because you keep
I'm going Cash Money too because of longevity.
Oh,
they have people
longevity
based off. Yeah, they've found like there's some people we know now because of Cash Money.
Yeah.
And they're very successful.
Drake, Nicki, and then even going down the rabbit hole, the descendants of that. You're just like, yeah, bro.
Yeah, give me Cash Money.
But No Limit, hard. Shout out to P. Shout out to Master P. Shout out to Silk. Shout out to I'm about to you knew
you're about to have a moment.
I'm gonna say let me just stay focused. All right, because I love me some music. All right, I was literally I was like, oh no,
listen, but let me tell you something.
All right,
when that beat drops and it's like dun,
come
dun,
on,
dun,
man.
Dun, 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 dun,
Come on, man.
You might get me, okay? You might get me. My loyalty might be tested as soon as I hear that.
After big ball, we have the big bank. Oh, come on, man.
You might get me if you lead with that song.
Yeah, man.
Because it's funny too, because they have those songs that as soon as they start, everyone kind of is like, oh yeah, this is it. Like, I'm like, don't play that when I gotta be professional, please. Like when I'm suited and booted, don't drop any of that because I'll be over here. Meg will say, oh, ugly face and everything. I mean, no disrespect to No Limit, because I mean they had some moments where I was like, oh, this is it. Even now, if anything comes on right now, I would be the same way. So shout out to them. But
this hits. The dudes, man. Shout out to the legends, man. Absolutely, shout out to the legends. All right, I like it. All right. Do we have anything left? I think we do. I think we have everything. Right.
Is StreamYard purposely not telling us how long we've been live?
Clearly,
right? I'm really good at being like whatever. And then I started realizing
we're flying blind.
We have no idea.
Yeah. I literally just clicked back over. I was like, all right, we 2 hours, 41 minutes, and 27 seconds and count. We just end it. All right. I don't even know exactly how to end it because it still says go live on StreamYard. All right. I'm just let you know. It says go live. All right. So I don't even know how this is going to work, but we'll figure it out. I'm just going to push a button when it's time to push a button. That's what I'm going to do. But yeah, it definitely says go live right now. Okay. Just for sure it says go live. It's showtime. That's what it says.
How would you know what? Then will we have to leave the studio? Because I'm sure if I'm up here by myself.
It'll keep. Well, I figure I'm going to push that button. And if that don't work, I got the hard default, which is go to the live stream or like the YouTube, the back YouTube joint and hit the kill switch. All right. So I know I got that. All right.
Whatever it is, I'm popping back up.
Yeah, that's the thought process. But we've been in this thing. Shout out to y'all. Derek Decker, why you acting like them 42 minutes don't count? You better all count. Leah knows. That's what she said. 2 hours and 42 minutes. Come on, man. Don't do us like that.
We've been talking for 2 hours and 42 minutes.
We've been in this thing. I ain't even realize it. I was like, yo, we're in this thing. So yeah.
That's so funny. That's funny.
But it was a vibe though. It was a vibe. Yeah. It was a vibe. And you know what, X? I agree. The live show needs a cold shower as well. I'm with you. We was in here going heavy and hard. All right. It was heavy and hard for a long time. Yeah. It's real. Mm-hmm. Go. You know you get the whatever you want. It's the floor is yours.
My final comments are this, okay? If we get headboarded by the Bengals, we will still be here to talk about it, okay? And that is okay. And I hope it's not just the tip. I hope the offense goes for it. And I hope the Steelers offense goes for it. Don't give me tip of the iceberg. Get in there, be strong, be consistent, score some points, offense.
Multiple points offense. Multiple. There we go.
Points. Beat the Bengals.
There we go. All right. So y'all heard it, okay? And that's from the PhD as well, okay? That's from the PhD.
Yep.
So y'all stay safe out there. All right. We appreciate y'all for tuning in with us. Like I said, subscribe to both channels. Hit the like button on both channels when you get a chance to. All right, tap in with her. And until next time, baby. Peace.
Bye. We don't know if this is going to end.